Sorry, guys. Hey, it's been a while. I'll make it up to you by going through a lot of them. Okay. Well, sorry for taking so long, but it's all set up. So, I guess I should say, brothers and sisters, we come here today to confess our sins. Because we are not our sins. We are above them. We are above them. Can I get a game in? Can I get a game in the chat, brothers and sisters? Oh my gosh, we're actually so back. To those who were present for the first gathering of the congregation, you will be pleasantly surprised and also potentially struck with a little bit of nostalgia. However, there will be something a little different. Hey, we're in 3D. Hi. Hey. We're actually so back. Can you believe it? This setup is actually like insane. I can't get over it, dude. I'm never gonna get over it. But hey, we're up. We're so up. We're so up. I'm feeling good, like I should, but okay. Shall we get into this? So, before we get into it, actually, I said shall we get into it. I'm gonna preface everything. So, first of all, welcome to the stream. It's been quite some time, so I know for some of you this is your first confession stream, and the others, you've probably been like, man, it's been a long-ass time since Krisis's done one of these. It's been a long time. Welcome, chat, Jesus. Thank you. Thank you. You guys like my rim light? It's very holy, isn't it? Oh my god, it's so shiny. It looks so much different in 3D. It's actually crazy. I had it in 2D, but like, it's so just... It's awesome. But okay, so... we had 370 responses. Not as much as last time, just a little bit less, I think. Like, literally like 30 or something less. However, we had much less time this time around. This stream also was not scheduled, and I imagine not that many people even knew about it. So, you know, we ball. But that's how we do it. But it's gonna be like that. Togi, thank you so much for the 10 gifted memberships, by the way, before the stream began. I'm so sorry for the late start. Chat, thank you so much for the game, man. Thank you. BB, thank you so much for 3 months of membership. First reading, a rereading from a nonchalant tyrant. Vantacrow 6-7. Ladies, I'm trying to do my work today. Yes, actually, we can, if we refer back to the context of that chapter. So Vanta was actually in the middle of doing some work, and a bunch of ladies crowded around him and tried to get his attention. They really wanted him to shake his dreads. Now, Vanta had no dreads to speak of, but he was really trying to do his work that day. So he had to shake his dreads just for the one time, in order to get them to leave him alone. And what we can learn from that passage is that in order to stay focused, in order to lock the fuck in, as they say, you really have to focus. And, you know, sometimes in order to be focused, you may have to give in to your desires, give in to the things that you want to do in order to do the things that you need to do. And we can apply that to multiple steps of life. If you're on a diet, you're trying to lock in on your diet and stay true to it. You know, maybe you only need to eat a certain amount of calories a day. You need to indulge just a little bit. If you really like Oreos, Make sure you have a couple of Oreos in that day. I know you're thinking, but that might be counterintuitive, Vant. No, it's not counterintuitive, because it allows you to stay on track. You have to indulge just a little bit. Everything in moderation, except for cocaine. Besides that, well, and some other stuff, but we're not going to get into that. Anyways, there's a lot we can learn. All right? That's how we ball. That's how we ball. So, anyways, congregation, stand up, for we are about to confess our sins. Well, you're about to confess your sins. I ain't confessing shit. This is you guys. This is all you. Not me. Not me. It's all you guys. So, if you've never been to one of these before, or you've never seen the video that I have posted, I'm praying for you. Everyone pray for everyone that's never been in a confession stream before. Let's just moment of silence for them. Moment of silence. Amen. Oh, okay. All right. All right. Let's get into this bread. Let us dig into this bread. All right. So here are the guidelines. You can already see the first one, but we ball. So going through the Vantacrow's deepest, darkest, and dumbest confessions and stories, feel free to make your confession about anything. It can pertain to your personal life, IRL or digital, or it can be related to me, Vantacrow Bringer, Krisis, or NIJI in general. Please avoid sharing any real-life names, locations, or sensitive information unless it is completely safe to do so. This is anonymous, so said information will be excluded if it is included. So, let us get into it. So, I mean, the first one here is, I may have a crush on Freydore. I mean, get in line. My son is popular. I don't know what to tell you. You know, this is, like, good luck. Good luck, Charlie, is really what I should be saying. Good luck out there. like, man. Good luck, dog. For real. Take care. Dear Father, thank you for your wisdom. I don't know. I feel like we should get a freebie for you being late, an eye for an eye, or whatever they say. Okay. All right. All right, then. Fine. I'll confess something. What happened? Do I have a confession? What's a confession? What's something that I did? A confession? I might have to think a bit longer on that. I can't think of anything. Because, like, I feel like a lot of the worst stuff about me, you guys know. Like I'm banned from Cash App. I can't use Cash App anymore. Because I got scammed, refunded it, and, you know, you know, the story behind that isn't even that bad, so it's like, you know. My rice purity score is pretty high. It's like somewhere in the 80s or 90s, if I remember correctly. But I haven't taken it in forever. I don't know. I mean, you can get banned from any of those, like, money, like, transfer sites if you refund. They don't take kindly to that. Oh, this isn't really a confession because this has happened. This is a thing that happened. Like, I didn't do anything bad, but like this is the only thing I can think of. There was one point in my life when I was taking a class. It was a college level course, and there was a girl in my class that I really liked. I thought she was really cute. So we were hanging out one time. It was obviously not during class. And I was really fucking nervous. Like, I was fidgeting like hell. Genuinely couldn't string my words together. I was at a loss for words. And I asked for a number. And she said no. And she never spoke to me again. Genuinely not one of my proudest moments. Not one of my proudest moments. That was before that was before everything. Like literally, that was before I started taking care of myself and all that stuff. So honestly, Vanta back then, she would not have wanted that, and I don't think any girl would have wanted that. So I get it. I definitely get it. You could say that she fumbled, but I don't want to put that on her. I think she's fine. I could tell you more context, but I don't want to. So, I'll just say that it was really embarrassing. I was fumbling like crazy over my words. I could not speak for the life of me. And somehow I uttered out like, it was bad. It was very bad. Like, God, I actually cringed looking back on that. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. Redacted. Oh no. Oh no. We just have to cry. Peanut butter and egg whites is still a sin? How? It's tasty! You're just jealous. Okay, alright, on to the next one. Yeah, let's get it. Okay. Hello, Vanta and crew. I know I'm so wrong for what I'm about to say, but I gotta get it out because I've never had anyone to tell. So when I was like 14, maybe 15, I started dating this girl, and we were together for about 2 years. I really should have gotten out of this relationship way sooner because frankly, she was evil as hell. I was young and stupid. She was several years older than me, but... What? Okay. Alright. That's already a bit concerning. I'm kind of already removing you from any responsibility of this scenario. Okay, but that's beside the point. Her being several years older than you is besides the point, but alright. Anyway, when I finally freed myself and we broke up, we agreed to go no contact to the benefit of both of us. That's very mature of you for 15 years old. Time goes on, whatever, and of course, because I'm just so awesome and goated, I did get the I miss you text, but I shut it down because I was smart for once. More time goes on, I miss you text from a 18-year-old? 19? 20? I don't know. So like, here, okay, so I want to get into specifics here. Several, technically by its proper dictionary denotation, technically means more than two, but not many. That is like the dictionary definition of several. However, I've never met a person in my entire lifetime that uses several the dictionary defined way. So like, that's crazy. No. I'm saying the dictionary definition says more than two, but not many. But nobody uses several that way. Whenever they say several, they mean a lot. You're telling me this girl is how many years older than you? Potentially 5+? No way, dog. I know what's wrong. So I message her. I know what's wrong with me. Nothing's wrong with you. You're 15. But unfortunately it gets worse. So I messaged her and I apologize for how mean I was during our last conversation. I really wasn't, but you're also 15. And I said I would be down to be friends again, and she agreed. I didn't tell anyone in my life that I was talking to her again because I knew they'd chew me out for it and I didn't want to hear it. Dog, they were gonna chew you out because you were being sexually taken advantage of. That's why, or at least just taken advantage of. Everything was fine and we were getting along super well, but the guilt was eating me alive so bad, so one day I just ghosted her. Deleted all my messages, we were talking on Discord, and then blocked her. Unfortunately, she pretended to make a TikTok about it. She made a TikTok about her crime? Which my friend saw and was in the comments saying she was crazy and I would never do that, and I deadass just went with it because I felt so guilty for talking to her in the first place. It's been like 2 years since this happened. So you're still not even of age! What? You're still a minor! What is this? What? Girl! You 2 years ago! And I still feel bad about it. I'm sure she hates my guts. Who cares? She's got her own crime to think about. She's got to answer to the police. She was again evil as hell, but I won't get into that anyway. Maybe I don't feel that bad. Women love women relationships are crazy, huh? Confession over. Dog, the only one that needs to confess is the older woman in this relationship. She's got some major confessing to do. You don't need to feel bad. I hope you stop thinking of it that way. My God. Oh my God. Jesus. Wow, what a banger to start off with. Holy. Oh my goodness. Okay. We're gonna try and snap through these. I'll do my best. All right. I once sharded in an IKEA, but I was like 6 years old, so you can't really blame me. I mean, yeah, I can't. Okay. Alright, I mean, I guess I feel bad for your parents. Alright. Wow. By the way, how's the music? I mean, excuse me. How's the choir, by the way? Are they too loud? Should I turn them down? Are they too loud for you guys? The choir's okay? Fantastic, fantastic. Okay, all right. I would have had to tell the congregation to settle down for a second. You know, just the. Yeah, it's just. Damn, you have a choir? I mean, what do you expect? I am delivering Chat Jesus's message to the masses right now. So, all right. Okay. When I was young, I was very much into gaming. During one period, I wanted to buy stuff from the game, but my mom wouldn't let me. So this is Fortnite, isn't it? So what I ended up doing was taking her credit card and spending a lot of money without realizing it. Wow. Okay, 2 crimes already, and the stream just started. I spent over $200, but I never got in trouble. What? After I bought the stuff, I planted the card on her boyfriend at the time, who so happened to play the same game as me, and they ended up breaking up. He said he didn't do it, but my mom didn't believe him since the card was in his pocket. Never told a soul until this day. What is this Assassin's Creed level reverse pickpocketing type bullshit? I'ma be real with you. I'ma be real. I'ma be so real. You might have saved your mom's life. 'Cause if their relationship was so flimsy that they broke up over, like genuinely, you know, like, I don't know, dude. Like, I'm just, look, call me crazy for saying this. If their relationship broke over this, you know, I feel like, I don't know, dude. Sounds like there was lots of trust not there. There were levels to this, you know. I don't know. I feel like you saved both of them. Hello, Vantacrow. My confession is that once I was so down bad that my friend, not me, actually went and found his location. I never told my friend when I had a crush on my. Wait, what? So down bad that my friend, not me, actually went and found his location. What? I never told my friend when I had a crush on my friends ever again. What? I don't think I understand. What? I know I didn't switch. I'm reading the Supa. I'm very confused. I don't get it. Huh. I mean, hey, good luck, Charlie. Also, thank you for the Super Nana. I don't think I understand. All right, we've got a few crimes going. We are off to a strong start. Beautiful, beautiful start. All right, I love it. Okay, all right. What is your confession? My confession, Father Vantacrow, is that I lied to my ex-boyfriend. Okay? Whenever he and I would do the bada bing, bada boom, the boom never happened. Oh. He would ask how many times I boomed, and I would lie and say 3 times. He had no game. His salami game was weak. Look, okay. I don't know. On one hand, I'm like, yeah, you probably should have communicated that you weren't satisfied, and then maybe you could have worked through that together. But on the same end, how do you lie? How? Like, I'm still to this day confused about how that works. No. Don't misunderstand. My thing is this. At least based off of the context I have from this confession, they wouldn't ask until after? Should that not be taken care of during? Should you not make sure during? Like look, gonna get real NSFW for a second. She should be finishing first. Like, sometimes multiple times before you do. I don't understand. I don't really get it. How does it get past this guy? I don't get it. I don't really understand. It's really confusing. I'm genuinely like, how? What do you mean? How many times? Like, why are you asking after? Should you not know right away? Like, I'm genuinely so thrown off. Not the salami game was weak though, that's crazy. Oh god, that's so sad. That's so sad. Wow. God. See, I don't know if that means he was so bad that he didn't notice. I think it more means that he just did not care. He was fully invested and only cared about what he got out of the transaction. You know? He wasn't thinking about providing at all, which is so unfortunate. And, like, look, I'm gonna be straight up. As bad as it is for guys to have an ego and develop an ego based on their failures, ladies, you gotta let these guys know. You gotta let them know. Otherwise, they're gonna go into every relationship, every subsequent relationship, and think, man, I am this sex god. I have the sex. They're just gonna think that all the time. You gotta talk to them, you know? You gotta talk to them. And if you think of having that, if you sit alone and you think, I'm gonna have this conversation with this guy, but if during that moment of self-reflection where you stop and think, man, I don't actually know if I care if this guy gets any better, break up. Just end it. Clearly, it's not good. So just leave. You don't benefit from remaining in this relationship. Like, just hop on Bad Dragon and block him. That's all you need to do. You're good. Anyways, on to the next one. Willow, thank you so much for the super. And thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. Oh my god. It's okay. I had a guy the same way. Same problem. Sigh. I'm sorry, Odessa. Thank you for 15 months. But yeah, praying for all you girlies out there. Good lord. I'm genuinely like, I'm so thrown off about how you could lie about that. Like, I'm just like, can you not? Like, I'm not thinking from a girl's perspective. I'm thinking more from a guy's perspective. You know? That's the thing that throws me off personally. But such is life. Such is life. All right. Hi, Groshi. Let me start with an... What? Hi, Groshi. Let me start with an... I love you. No paracetamol. Isn't that a drug? I can never bag you anyways. Who said that? Anyways, I have an alt YouTube and Twitter account. They share the same name with the sole purpose of supporting one of my Oshis. It follows no other channel's accounts. I'm never on there unless it's to tweet about them / retweet their posts. I don't open the account unless they are live. Low-key think I should check my mental health because I have a main standing emoji one I am still active on, and it's also a NIJI Twitter account, by the way. So you just admitted to having multiple Twitter accounts that you're active on. I mean, I don't know. I know people that play 5 gacha games, so I feel like this is really tame. I don't know. I respect it, though, and the fact that this is your confession says a lot about you, and I'm very happy. Please stay this way, okay? But at the same time, considering the fact that you said that you have an alt account dedicated to one of your Oshis, means that you're here, and I'm guessing that that Oshi isn't me. So it sounds like I need to find whoever this is and ban them. So, you're lucky this is anonymous. That's all I gotta say. Good luck. Let's see, sorry, to answer your question earlier, we started dating when I was in 8th grade, going to freshman, and she was a junior. Oh, okay. All right, that makes me feel a bit better. I'm assuming you're talking about the one where she was several years older. All right. Oh my god, I was genuinely like, holy. You still shouldn't feel bad though, because you were 15. So yeah, you're chilling. Trust me, you're chilling on that. Don't worry at all. All right. I became a fan of Nijisanji back when there was no EN yet, around 2019. Wow, that's a while. I wanted to be a part of it so bad, I wouldn't have gotten in anyways because I was a whole ass minor at the time, but I didn't understand the audition process because everything was in Japanese. And I only had Google Translate with me, so I recorded a full 10-minute video of me speaking in Google Translated Japanese and showed it to my cousin, who was my only friend at the time. She was thankfully a frontal lobe haver, that's awesome, and tried her best to dissuade me kindly. That woman is so strong, bro. How did she not laugh in my face till I kilometered my seconds? What? Nothing else really happened because I didn't submit it. Thank the Lord, but from time to time before I sleep, it just attacks me like that one Akira gif. The frontal lobe haver is awesome, honestly. I like that. Well, it's unfortunate. So it sounds like you're just admitting to potentially almost have gotten into NIJI. You could have been Kuzuha. Like, that's crazy. You missed out on an opportunity. Who knows? Maybe that's what they were looking for. SMH in my head. Okay. Alright. I've been drawing Yume art of you in my Sona whenever I feel lonely or sad, and it has been helping me stay sane. Thank you for being so lovable, King. Ah. No problem. By the way, I'm going to use this to reiterate my stance on Yume shipping and Yume art. Just be careful using any of my official tags. Do not use any of my official tags for Yume art. Do whatever the hell you want, if you decide to post it, that is. Just be careful using any tags. Or, like, maybe the community can decide on it. But, legit, it doesn't bother me at all. And if it bothers you, block and move on. That's all it is. Alright? We good? We better be. Huh. Another confession is that one time my mom chased my dad down the street with a crowbar after he found out he took her car. He didn't have a license. Why are there so many crimes being admitted to in this chat? What's happening? Are we alright? You know, this is for, like, sins. Crimes are sins, but they're also crimes. Thank you, though, Nick. I appreciate it. Thank you for the super. But, like, praying for you. Had a massive crush on my coworker from my new job. Introverted and looked like Auron from Genshin. What? Raymond? I won't confess because he's already taken. Wow. Holy shit, that's awesome, Ren. Thank you for the super. Well, he was cheating and he's dead now, by the way. LMAO. Oh, okay. So I mean, yeah, you can confess. I mean, technically confess. You're just kind of airing out somebody else's business, but they're also dead, and you can't legally defame someone if they're dead. So I don't know. Legally, of course. All right, on to the next one. I, quote, charged my crystal, unquote, while watching one of your streams. What? I didn't intend to do that. I kind of just got bored and charged my crystal. Now your voice kind of makes my body tingle. Well, I mean, sounds like you've Pavloved yourself into tingling whenever I speak. So, there's not really much I can say to this besides hope you're tingling right now. Thank you for watching. God. I need help. I don't know what that means, dude. I have no idea what that means. I don't know what else you want me to say. There's not much I can do. I'm just a guy. I'm just a man. My confession is that I e-dated a League of Legends player and they broke up with me on Valentine's Day for League of Legends. Don't e-date, kids. I learned that from Enna. Don't e-date. She also had a League of Legends boyfriend, so... Like, honestly, if you play League and then you know men that play League, why would you date a guy that plays League? I feel like that's just... You're just kind of asking for it. I can't... Like, I want to feel sorry for you, but it's really hard to. Praying for you. Praying for you. You know... Oh, if we're doing crimes, then you can shoplift from Target within a certain amount. Not that I would know or anything. Honestly, I'm pretty sure that applies to any store, but I used to do it while working there, so yeah. Okay, so don't just say you can shoplift a certain amount. I'm pretty sure that's referring to the amount that you can take until it becomes a grand larceny charge. Because there's a difference between petty theft and grand larceny as categorizations under the US law. So I think it's like $750 or $1,000. It has to do with something like that. I don't actually know the details. Don't steal, though. Don't do that in any case, whether it's petty theft or grand larceny. I'm only aware of this because it's like something that's come up a lot in the news and like things and like some of the content that I've consumed. You also see it a lot on Twitter too. It's like, oh, well, you know, they always say like, oh, well, if you take a certain amount, you know, like just make sure you stay under this amount because if once you get over this X amount of dollars, then it becomes a grand larceny charge, and then you could be seriously trialed for that. You know, that's bad. That's what that's referring to. I'm like almost 100% sure. Be careful saying that out loud, especially on my streams. This is a place of God. Goodness gracious. Jeez Louise, Toki. Thanks for the suba, but Jesus. Chat Jesus. Yeah, we love her. Thank you for 3 months. Don't steal. Don't steal. My God. Okay. Alright. On to the next one. I'm kind of using you as a role model on green flag traits to look out for in men. Good luck. Previously, I was using Corbin Blue. Corbin Blue? Like, High School Musical? I mean, okay, you know? Previously I was using Corbin Blue, which didn't end well, but it is what it is. Also, I may have added you to The Sims 4 and forgot to turn off the Wicked Whims mod. I'm so sorry, but I'm not turning it off, to be honest. Anyways, thanks. Hopefully my next relationship goes well. Huh? Wicked Whims? What is that? Wicked Whims? Whoa! 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 Holy shit! That's crazy! Wow! I mean, hey, more power to you. Take care. Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. One of my good friends started to give me weird vibes. By weird vibes, I mean she wouldn't interact with me when we hung out with our friend group. Would side-eye people if my... Oh, by weird vibes, I mean she wouldn't interact with me when we hung out with our friend group. Would side-eye people if my name was brought up, and would ignore me after planning to play games together. Okay, that's just a bad friend. I thought it was in my head, but decided to ask her if anything was wrong, and turns out I was right. She said she didn't want to talk about it and to leave her alone. I have no idea what I did, by the way. While I was really down, I watched a VTuber debut and he really reminded me of her. Their humor and the way they talk is the same, and now I watch him all the time. It's not weird, right? I mean, I don't know how much of a confession this is, but no, I wouldn't say that it's weird, especially if that person was special to you. Different people will draw you to different people for, you know, your experiences. What you like and the things that you enjoy are informed by your worldview, your experiences, your past, your history, the people that you hang around with, that you hung around with, and that you will hang around with. You know? Honestly, it's more unfortunate than anything. Good on you for bringing it up to them, though. That's the best thing you can do. It's sad that whatever they're going through, clearly they're bothered by it. Who knows, maybe they had a crush on you. Actually, I'm sorry for putting that thought in your head. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Shit. My bad. My bad. Oh, fuck. I'm so sorry. You did not deserve to have that thought put in your head. Wow. Because now you're going to think, oh my god, what if they had a crush on me? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm a shitty person. Huh. Huh. Crazy work. First time I ever really tuned into a stream. Wow. Oh. Hey. Hey, Himmy. Welcome. Roxy, thank you so much for the Zuba. Don't slice all 4 tires. Insurance covers that. Slice only 3 and they have to pay for it. Why did I read that out loud? Stop giving advice on how to commit crimes and not get in trouble, or committing crimes efficiently. We're not doing that. I'm a hero, and we're in church. Fuck. Yeah, thank you. We're just scarring Croce with this shit. Yeah, low key. If that's your goal, I guess that's all we can do. Alright, on to the next one. Hey Croce and crew, it was the last day of high school and I was graduating. That day I spent the day saying goodbye to all my favorite teachers, and in the art studio packing up all my artwork, canvases, and supplies since I would be leaving. That afternoon when we were all dismissed, I had everything in my portfolio bag, and I was waiting outside for my mom to pick me up, something she never does because I normally catch the public bus to and from school. Okay. But since I had my heavier portfolio bag, she decided it would be best to pick me up. Makes sense. While I was waiting, I was talking to my friend about what games we would play that afternoon, and what we would do this summer in the utter chaos that is high schoolers running out of school. Okay? I was in so much of a panic, and had so much anxiety while talking to my friend, waiting for my mom, I pissed my... Why is there always a piss one? How come there's always a fucking piss one? Do not ask how and why it happened, but it did. And no one outside noticed I did because I was wearing black pants, and neither did my friend notice until she saw liquid suddenly around my feet and my portfolio bag hiding my crotch. Anyways, my mom picked me up, I got in the car, and she drove away, and I ended up confessing to my friend what I did after the fact and told her I'm sorry, I've never did that before, and told her not to tell a soul. Anyways, bye. I'm sorry. What? Okay. Cool. Oh. Dude. I'm so sorry you had to experience that. I don't know, dog. Some of these you guys could have kept to yourselves. Alright. My daddy issues are bad. Oh, we're off to a great start. There's this older man at my workplace, and he's low-key the only reason I'm still working there, and he's the only reason I haven't unalived myself yet. It's been tough, okay? Bro spends 0.03 milliseconds in my peripheral vision, and I am already wet. Okay, alright, we're not reading this. We're not reading this. Holy shit! We are not reading that. I guess some of them got past, some of them got through, some of them got by. Okay. Every day I think about your karaoke covers of Sway and I'm Your Man by Michael Bublé as well as Love by Keisha Cole. My heart starts racing, making me flustered. Okay, alright. Alright, this is a normal one. I'm glad you like my songs. I'm sorry that everything that I've ever done is lost media, technically. I'm really sorry. Thank you. Miko, by the way, thank you so much for 5 months of membership. Alright. On to the next one. Alright. So this happened, like, last week. Whoa. Okay. I've grown unhealthily attached to your ASMR videos to the point where I listen to them every morning. It's a part of my daily routine. I mean, I don't know if that's unhealthy, but, you know, sometimes people have their thing. Not too crazy, right? Yeah, exactly, not too crazy. Recently, my boyfriend and I went on a date night, and as the night wrapped up, you know, it was bedding time, okay, or whatever, and, long story short, I said your name instead of his, and I had to explain who Vanta was, etc., etc., blah, blah, and now he no longer wants me watching your channel. No way. No way. Okay, my only response to this is, we don't have to burn every bridge right away. Maybe you could introduce him to my channel, and he'll start watching me, and then when you guys are doing the Devil's Tango again, he'll accidentally say my name, and then you guys will be even. There's no reason to immediately cut me off right away. There's no reason. There's no reason. There can always be more Vantacrow. Just, you know, whatever ends up happening, please stay together. I don't want to destroy another relationship, okay? I'm begging you. Please figure something out. Talk, have a conversation. Or, boyfriend, whoever you are, get stronger. Get stronger. Make her never forget. Then she'll never say my name by accident again. Alright? Get more powerful. Alright? I believe in you. I believe in you. I'm not gonna be a homewrecker again. I refuse. Alright? Alright? Jeez, dude. Why does it always have to be like this? No, I didn't mean get good like, oh my god. I mean, technically I said that, but... Oh. Oh my god. I'll die. I'll die. Thanks for your confession. I don't know how I feel right now. But hey, I'm glad you like my ASMRs. I guess I gotta keep doing those. They're all members only. Oh, also, I should say this now. I recorded the Yandere one. I can upload it whenever I want, so. Do with that information what you will. Alright, on to the next one. I've stolen at least 30 Calico Critter blind bags from multiple stores. I'm reformed now, but whenever I see a Calico Critter blind bag in the wild, a tiny part of my soul longs for one last swipe. Why the fuck do we keep confessing to crimes? This kleptomaniac ass. This is so crazy. Alright, on to the next one. Plutosai, thank you so much for the remember. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright. Back when I wasn't of age to consume alcohol in my country and working at a rather nice restaurant, I took my family out to dinner at this place one evening. It was me, my parents, my older brother, of drinking age, and my uncle. We started with ordering drinks and getting appetizers, and I knew the cocktail menu had rotational mocktails on it, and I wanted to give one of the new ones a shot. I really liked it and ended up having about 3 in that one night. feel like I know where this is going. This is on a Monday evening, and I worked on Friday, so the server we had said he had a funny story to tell me when I came back in for work. Turns out, when I came in Friday for my shift, he pulled me aside for a brief moment, just the two of us, and told me that he accidentally ended up serving my brother's cocktail, and he served my brother the mocktail that I had ordered. But neither of us could tell the difference, and simply kept serving us the wrong drinks. Obviously, this was illegal since I wasn't of age, and he served me 3 alcoholic drinks in one night. But to this day, the only people who know about this incident are me, my parents, and my brother. We didn't tell my uncle since he didn't need to know. And the server, and now the Vantacrow, and anyone who had to proofread this to make sure it was safe for stream. Long story short, I learned I wasn't much of a lightweight after consuming 3 alcoholic drinks in one night with a straw, practically chugging my drinks. See, this is another case of, once again, I don't know if this is more of a confession on you. It's more negligence on whoever your coworker is. Like, you know? Which is, in this case, unfortunately, another crime. Why can't we get away from them? Alright. This is just my delusion. Sorry, but I've realized recently that I would never date you. Oh. Because if we broke up, I don't think I could bring myself to watch your streams after, which would be really sad. Love you, though. Questionably parasocial. I mean, hey, I get it. If I was dating a VTuber and we broke up, I would not be able to watch their streams either. So, I feel like that's just pretty normal. I don't know. That's wild, though, because it's technically like you've taken, like, the next step. Whoa! That was crazy! Whoa! I just exercised the fucking demon out of me! That was a crazy stretch! Oh my gosh, dude! Oh my! But okay. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah, you've kind of taken the... Oh, wait. This is not the right one. Well, I think I accidentally went next on the list. That's funny. You kind of took, like, the next step. Like, parasocially. So, like, the first step is, like, dating. And then the second step would be, you've already imagined what would happen if we broke up. Which is, like, that, you know? That's, like, a level of progression. Which is impressive. Last confession. At TwitchCon, I, 20, was served 5 alcoholic drinks, and they even almost served my minor friend a drink that I had to take from her. The homegirl literally drank 5 alcoholic drinks, and then took them away from your minor friend, and was like, hey. That's a crime. Last confession. Well, thank you. Where heroes are, crimes follow. Love you, King. Both of you and Naya, both of you are just crazy. Low-key poetic that a bunch of criminals would form a hero's fan base. There is something about that is quite interesting. Alright, on to the next one. Alright. My confession is that I'm an indie VTuber and I have applied to multiple agencies at least over 20 times. You think I'd get sick and tired of being declined and having to fill out the same goddamn questions by now, but it's so oddly fun. I almost don't want to get hired because I just enjoy typing out things until there's literally no space left to fill. LMAO. I believe on one application it didn't go through at all because I yapped way too much that it broke the Google form. I mean, hey, more power to you. Do what makes you happy. If you apply for NIJI, then I don't hope you get in. I do. I don't know. I'm not really sure. Good luck, Charlie. I mean, hey, you know, like everybody has different things that they like, okay? Alright, on to the next one. One time I accidentally got the cops called because of noise complaint. I'm a rock vocalist. And they showed up, but they didn't write any tickets or anything because, quote, they knew my mom, unquote. Oh, okay. I mean, I feel like that's pretty normal. It's, you know, it's just how the world works. And it was actually because my mom was screwing that cop. And most of the others. But the worst part is, she said she was dating one of the cops for 6 years, and it was okay. Okay. But my parents were divorced for 5 years. What? Look, I don't mean to say anything too awful. And your mom's a hoe? I don't know what to say, dude. She's not even a home wrecker. She let her home get wrecked. She invited the wrecker in. She opened the door. The vampire was like, hey, can I come in? And she said, yes, please. Like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Badge bunny for real. Nah, ain't no way. Ain't no way, dude. What? God, it's so crazy because this isn't even a confession for you. But you know what? Praying for you. Don't get any more noise complaints. Or do, then you can submit another confession. I have no fucking idea. All right. When I was 11, I wanted to impress my crush so bad, so I lied to him and said I was Japanese. I fooled him by bowing a lot and pretending to unconsciously say itadakimasu before every meal. We dated until I was 15, and he never knew I wasn't Japanese. I heard that after we broke up, he kept telling others that he used to date a Japanese girl, trying to make them jealous. Why? Why? I'm listening and I'm judging. I mean, hey, you know, that's just how it is. That's how it be. Some of us are a little strange. Huh. Okay. I've had 2 sexual dreams about you, which is rare for me. Woman, by the way. Hey, just come out the gate swinging. I see it. And yes, I was confused because one of them happened after I fell asleep from watching you play Elden Ring. I mean, hey, look, not to toot my own horn or anything, but I too have been turned on by my own Elden Ring gameplay, so I get it, you know? What can I say? What can I say? I'm pretty fucking good, so. What can I say? I don't know. I don't know. IDK. 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 Does Elden Ring actually? So, could I actually get an Elden Ring girlfriend? Maybe I should actually do a stream where I take applications for an Elden Ring girlfriend. It's not sounding like a bad idea. I don't know. Alright. I was an assist to my friend's cheating without even knowing. She told me she broke up with her boyfriend. We got together for like one night only for me to see her posting her boyfriend a few days later. I was confused, confronted her only to find out she lied to me and they never broke up. I never spoke to her again after that. Yo, what a freak. I know I said not to use real names or places, but like low-key drop the ad. You need to out her. You need to out her, homie. low-key. Low-key, she needs to be exposed. Like, on some real shit. I've fallen asleep to your gameplay multiple times, so I totally get it. Hey, like I said, what can I say? I confess that I don't know how to come out as femboy yaoi to my nowhere near femboy BF. I mean, hey, Is it that strange that your name is Femboy Yaoi on the internet? I don't know. I feel like that's pretty normal for girls. Oh, wait. I said that like I assumed you. My bad. I just assumed. I'm an awful person. Yeah. I'm just gonna die. That's cool, honestly. Alright. Every time I have to write an essay, I end up writing about UQ Wilson. Are you passing? Are your grades okay? Cause yeah, what? I don't know. No judgment here. I'm judging silently. Okay. All right then. Hi, Vansa. You're goated as hell. Thank you. But I can't help but remember this guy had a crush on me just a few months ago every time I watch your streams. Oh, that's specific. We were just normal friends, but then at some point he got too thirsty for romance that he started to catch feelings for me out of buttfuck nowhere. Not you saying out of buttfuck nowhere when you literally just said he had a crush on you. Or was this like preface? Okay, whatever. There's probably a point to that. And his bait for me was that he kept on talking about how much he loved Vantacrow Bringer. Because I told him one time that I watched VTubers and loved this Riz Bringer of a dude. Within 2 months, he confessed to me. Because he was such a weird dude, I rejected him. Now he refuses to talk to me, which is, wow. I don't mind that's natural because it'd be awkward, but holy hell, every time he brought you up in conversation, it felt like he was trying to overthrow the queen. Like, get my goat's name out of your mouth. P.S. He started sweating buckets every time I asked things about you. He, in fact, did not love Vantacrow Bringer. Keep balling. I don't know. I feel like anybody that would lie about being a fan of me to get with a girl is... Yeah, stay away from them. Because, like, almost every single girl that's in my chat, or person that's in my chat, that said that they have a boyfriend, like, I feel like 8 times out of 10, the guy does not know who I am or he doesn't watch me. So, like, guys, you don't have to watch me to be with a Vantacrow. I don't know. Maybe I'm a protector. Maybe that's what I am. I just ball. Jesus Chan, Jesus Kershey. Taking my stomach cards even into you, Vanta. Good night, world, and apologies for the criminal confessions. Nah. Don't apologize to me. Apologize to the police. What? Praying for you. When I was in 7th grade, the guy I was talking to sent me a pic of his thing, and I had never seen one before, and I was so traumatized, I told him I was moving to Bangladesh the same day. Not Bangladeshi, by the way. I don't... Like, what? It's so sad that you feel the need that you have to do that, but, you know, I get it. Being a girl is hard. Being a woman is difficult. I can't do this, bro. Why did I do another one of these streams? Why did I do another one? Alright. Okay, not gonna lie, your hand cams made me realize I have a fetish for rubber gloves on manly hands. You don't mind if I save pics of yours from my little VTuber glove stash, right? So, crazy thing. You admitting to having a fetish for rubber gloves on manly hands is actually one of the more tame things that's been mentioned on this channel, especially in this stream. Here's where we got off on the wrong foot. you don't mind if I save pics of yours from my little VTuber glove stash, right? You actually could have just done that. Like, I appreciate you trying to be, like, you know, thoughtful, respectful, showing some courtesy by asking me, but you actually could have just done that. You actually did not have to ask. You actually could have kept that to yourself and, like, just done it. Oh my gosh, dude. Maybe I'll just pass away. Go ahead, I guess. It feels so strange of me to say, like, it feels so strange. Subarashi! Thank you so much for the new membership. Welcome to the Vantacrow. I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to feel. I really don't. Oh my gosh. Huh. In 8th grade, I was abroad for family vacation. I hated confessing to me via Facebook Messenger, and I replied with okay, and then ghosted him. Valid. Honestly, valid as hell. Oh my god, dude. So my confession crime is I catfished an adult, 18 and 19, when I was like 13. In his defense, he ghosted when he found out my actual age. Okay. Okay. You had me scared. You had me real scared. You had me real scared. Oh my gosh. You're crazy for that. Ahsoka-chan is actually wild. You're actually so crazy. Thank you for the fucking Aka, though. Hello? It's so crazy. You didn't commit a crime, but you almost made somebody else do that. You almost engaged in entrapment. That was almost just straight up entrapment. Guys, let's know less about each other. Let's know less about one another. Oh my god, dude. Y'all are gonna kill me. Confession, I once ran in front of a gun, about to get shot, to run away from a wasp. What? How is that a confession? Girl, stay safe. Oh my gosh. At least you're safe though, Ahsoka. My god, thank you again for the soup. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the Aka. Thank you. Thank you so much. You are too generous. But like, stay safe on the internet. I'm guessing you're older now, but like, holy. Holy. Alright, who's next? Dear Father Vanta, I don't know if it's just me, but ever since UQ Wilson and Nijisanji and's 8th Wave Krisis did his first handcam stream, I sometimes, a lot actually, go back and watch it and watch clips, especially his spinning the pin between his fingers, and imagine what they'd be like in... You get the rest. Seriously, a waterfall... Seriously, a waterfall the size and intensity of Niagara Falls begins to flow whenever I see his hands. I'm sorry for I've sinned, but his hands would make a great necklace, because I know those hands that once held drumsticks would be very skilled. Okay, man. Oh my god. Oh my god. I gotta tell Wilson. Okay. One day at work, I was so tired after staying up all night watching Calix's live stream that I fell asleep in the break room for a couple hours, and when I woke up, it was time to leave work, so I left, and luckily no one commented on it. Hey, awesome work. You did it. You pulled it off. I'm happy for you. Like, crazy, crazy. Oh, whoa. It's weird. Why did that? Oh, that's why. Fuck. Well, that's okay. All right, on to the next one. Okay. Truly a debonair of all time. All right, next one. Warning, cringy plus parasocial. I appreciate the warning, but like, we're going into this knowing that we're fucked. Sometimes I wish I wasn't a Vantacrow so that I could have a shot with you, dating you, not drinking alcohol, to clarify. I also appreciate you clarifying that when you said have a shot with me, you were referring to dating and not drinking alcohol. I never would have assumed that in all of my years, but you know, thanks a lot. Anyways, I'm gonna be honest with you. You being a Vantacrow or not being a Vantacrow is not necessarily what's stopping you. It's me not going outside. You'll never see me. I do my hero work, and then I come back home. You'll never see me. That is the main wall. I just don't touch grass, bro. I genuinely don't. And now that I have 3D, I'm never fucking touching grass. Ever. It's cooked. So all I can say is good luck, Charlie. Family, thank you so much for the super. One time my earbuds disconnected in a silent classroom and everyone heard me listening to She's So Nice by Pink Guy. Hey, that's a confession. She's like, what? I know this is pretty tame, but my friend only exclusively dates guys she meets on Valorant, and she always has to bring me, LOL. Once she dragged me across the border to meet one while I had to wait 5 to 6 hours. Dragged you across the border to meet a man she met on Valorant? Girl? Jazz, is your friend okay? Thank you for the super, but like, good lord. Y'all, stay safe with who you meet on the internet. Stay safe. Stay safe. Like, honestly, on some real shit though, relatable. Cause like, I think part of the biggest reason most of my friends that like are in relationships are in like super long distance ones, you know? Like they're in long distance relationships. And I just don't know if I want to do that. I don't know if I want to. I think that's the other reason why it's so difficult to like find somebody, because like I technically have to go outside. Because otherwise I'm not going to find anybody in my area. I'm going to meet everybody online. And I don't know if this is anybody else's experience with the internet and making friends. For some reason, all of my friends are across the fucking globe. I got bitches in the Philippines. I got bitches in fucking Canada. There are bitches in different states in America. I got bitches in like South America. There's a motherfucker in China. Like I got all kind. I know all kinds of people all around the world. I'm Mr. Worldwide. Don't know anybody in my local area though. What do you mean? And yet you still fumble? They're my friends. The point is that I keep meeting friends that aren't in my area. This is so crazy, bro. Mr. Worldwide, why are you not bald? It's a... I'm just gonna... I have to start shooting Vantacrow. I have to start shooting them. That's what it is. I just have to start shooting you guys. I think that's what it is. I think I've understood now. I've understood. I once fell asleep to one of your streams too during lunch break, and when I woke up, it was time to log off. I work from home, by the way. Faye. Look, as long as y'all are losing your jobs, watching, falling asleep, and doing whatever you're doing, then more power to you, but please stay careful. Oh my gosh. But Faye, thank you so much for the super. So back during COVID, I got bored and catfished a bunch of guys using camp out bottles. They all cussed me out, and I got banned on Tinder for a few years. For a few years? What do you mean a few years? Did they IP ban you? Did they hardware ban you, Kathy? What the fuck? Thank you for the super, though. Vantas ads all say singles in your area, and he goes, nah, what do you mean? What do you mean? The singles in your area ads are always fake, and you know that. You know that. I'm yapping so much, bro. I said I was gonna read a bunch of these. Am I even gonna be able to? I'm spending my voice so badly. Angel, thank you for the gifted membership. I appreciate it. 2 miles away. All right. Okay. A little one bit is still haunts me to this day. When I was in high school one day, I didn't want to go to school. I was being lazy. And right before school started, my friend, best friends right now, called me and said she just broke up with her boyfriend and she needs me to be there. She was crying and sobbing, and my lazy ass said, I can't go to school. My sister is sick. I have to take care of her, which is a lie. I still feel like a bad person doing that. I wanted to go there, but I also had to lie. I also had to stick to my lie. I hate the fact that I did this. Bestie, I am sorry. Damn. Damn, that was kind of an asshole move. I'm not gonna lie. It's hard to console you for that one. I hope you've done everything you can to make it up to them, even though they don't know what you did. But also high-key relatable. I don't like going outside either. Fuck these bitches. Anyways, on to the next one. In my junior year of high school, I accidentally read lesbian smut in my English class. Anon, give me 1 second. I'm gonna need you to explain to me how the fuck you accidentally read lesbian smut in your English class. How the fuck does that happen? Like what? Were you not reading along with the class? How is it an accident? Oh, my bad. That's crazy, bestie. Good luck, Charlie. What do you want me to say? This isn't even a confession. You're too afraid to confess. You're out here saying you accidentally read fucking smut. Oh yeah, man, I accidentally stayed up until 3 a.m. reading Yaoi. Like, oh man, what? No, that wasn't an accident. You did that shit. You did that shit. If you had said during like free period, like free study period, you know, and then you were like, oh, and maybe there was like a mini assignment to just read one book or something, and then you picked up a book, and then as you're reading through it, you realized that it was lesbian smut like halfway through, and you were like, well, fuck, the period's almost over, might as well just finish it. You know, that'd be one thing, but you said the only context I have is that you accidentally read it in class. So the only scenario I'm thinking of in my head, the thing I'm picturing is the class and the teacher going over one passage and you going over something else. And it happens to be lesbian smut. So, I don't know, dog. This is certainly unique. That's all I have to say. Praying for you, bestie. Praying for you. That's all I gotta say. All right. I'm scared. I feel like this has been a roller coaster. It's like we go up and then we go down and then we go like mid and then we go all the way up and then all the way down. This has been a complete roller coaster. I have no idea what to expect. Absolutely no idea. Okay, this is a fucking doozy. Jesus. Okay. All right. When I was 17, I had a best friend who had gotten into a relationship for the first time. Context, me and her had been best friends since we were 5. When she started dating her BF, at first she managed to keep her love life separate from our friendship. However, as time went on, the two started to merge, almost to the point where I couldn't even grab a coffee between our classes without her BF being there. As a 17-year-old, I was pretty stupid and started to get extremely jealous. It reached a point where I was ready to try and ruin everything to get rid of him. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I remember that there was this teacher she used to have a crush on, but I hated him because he was a twat, so I decided to plan a fake affair between the friend and the teacher. You could have thought of almost any other scenario, and you chose that. I spent 2 whole nights writing fake love letters. One batch was from the teacher, and I hid them in my friend's locker, and the other batch was from the student, and hid them in the teacher's office when he was out on his lunch break, and also nicked the spare key to his office. A couple days later, we went on a school trip to a museum, and I took that chance to plant this key and a note saying, "Meet me in my office, your fave teacher," in my friend's school bag when we were on the bus. When we arrived at the trip and got to the museum entrance, all our bags were checked due to safety reasons. The security guard altered our head of year when they went through her bag and found the note and key. A few days later, an investigation occurs in school, because of course it does, where the assistant head teacher checks the key, and if it matches the teacher's office, it does. They found the letters in his office and her locker. However, the friend only gets suspended for a week, and the teacher is concluded to be innocent, as it was a pretty prestigious school, and the whole thing was written off as an elaborate prank. My best friend's BF broke up with her though, and she never knew I planned the whole thing so she could quit spending all her time with him. We're still friends. We went out for burritos the other day actually. By the way, Vanta, love you and take care of yourself. You can't just end the fucking message like that. You can't just say, by the way, Vanta, love you and take care of yourself. You can't fucking say that. You're fucking diabolical. What the fuck? You're fucking Dexter. What is this shit? What the hell? You're evil. You're a monster. You're actually crazy. This is insane. Like, what? Did you confess afterwards? Like, my God. There's no way it's that serious. There's no way. I can't believe this, bro. Like, dog. You really said I have to take out the criminal scum. That's crazy. Homegirl really said she won't break up with her boyfriend, so fine. I'll do it myself. Like, dog. Look, if you can keep being friends with her and keeping this on your conscience, then, you know, I don't know what to say, though. I really don't know what to say. All I can say is this. You better fucking hope she doesn't watch this stream. Because this is you didn't say any names. But this is a very specific scenario. This is so specific. You better fucking hope she doesn't watch this stream. Or that she doesn't find out about me. This is... Wow. Wow. Just wow. Wow. Holy, okay. Misty, thank you so much for the soup. I nearly separated my siblings to a foster home because I lied to my teacher that I had no food in the fridge. All because I snuck an apple from lunch to class to eat back in 3rd grade. The investigation lasted for over a year. Misty? What is this? My God. Wait, no, we actually might have some villains in the chat. Can we get some 1s in the chat if you think you're a villain? 2s if you're a hero? If you put any number besides 1 or 2, by the way, you're also a villain. You can't put 1, 2. What do you mean 1/2? What the fuck are you, Kaneki? Both my villain side and my hero side. I have to use both to understand both. And be a bridge between each. Like, bro. You aren't born a villain or a hero. This is an allegiance type beat. You choose this shit. Why can't we just be normal? Just don't answer. Like, what? What? Praying for you, Misty, but thank you. I don't know how to feel right now. Okay, so one time my friend wanted to get back at her cheating ex, and my other friend had Wait, had M80 firecrackers on hand? So we embedded it into a watermelon, frosted it like a cake, and we put it on his doorstep. He was so mad cleaning it off the next day. Okay, I mean, that's kind of harmless. I feel like somebody definitely could have gotten hurt, but, you know, at least it turned out okay, I'm guessing. But, Fati, thank you so much for this soup. Like, you're crazy for that. I mean, yeah, now I think of it, I guess nobody could have gotten hurt. Worst come to worst, they would have gotten watermelon in, like, some really uncomfortable areas. But, you know, life's kind of wild. Life's wild like that sometimes. My goodness, I am at a loss for words. Oh my god. You can classify me as an anti-hero, so I'm giving myself an 8. Okay. Alright, Misty. Sure. Sure. Whatever you want. Stay safe, Fati. Be careful playing with firecrackers. Leo, thank you for 26 months of membership, by the way. I'm a twin, so normally I'm a hero, but unfortunately he's better than me, so I'm in fact the evil twin. Okay. Alright. Not a very wild confession, but every time I'm... Not a very wild confession, but every time I'm struggling with something, either with school projects or training, my arrow friends always motivate me with, just imagine Vanta butt naked with a rose in his mouth in front of you. And it actually helps me finish my stuff. I mean, hey, if it works, it works. Have at it, bestie. And hey, for anybody else that struggles to focus on their work, maybe you could take some advice from them. I don't know. Life be like that sometimes. So, you know? It's like they say, some people in this world are a little neurodivergent. So like, if you struggle to get out of bed, you struggle with basic hygiene, if you need Naruto to tell you to brush your teeth, then just fucking brush those teeth, Databayo. That's just how it is. Sometimes you need to do what you need to do. I respect it. Nothing but respect. Stay safe. Saji, thank you so much for the super. During my internship, there was this one DILF. He was nice and had good manners, not gonna lie, but he ended up embezzling money from the company and got caught, LMAO. That's why you can never trust good-looking men. They're all red flags and scary. So, you know? Take care of yourselves out there. Protect yourself. Protect yourselves, ladies. Jay, thank you for 5 months of membership. Okay, alright. Hello, Mr. Ringer. I hope you're doing well. Looking good today, by the way. Well, thank you. Well, thank you. Confession. At the end of August, I was sent an email from a Forbes director asking me to fill out a form for Forbes 30 Under 30. What? A selected group of people who have had noteworthy achievements in a category. I was recommended under education. Hello? What? I recently learned that if I had written back and filled out the form, I had a very high chance of being selected. I also would have been the second youngest candidate. Hello? Perhaps you've picked up on this, but I did not fill out the form. In fact, I did not even write back until this week. Obviously, I missed the opportunity completely, and I deeply regret it. Can you please tell me to lock the fuck in? Thank you. Girl! Lock the fuck in! You're telling me I had a consideration for Forbes 30 Under 30 in my chat? Well, I need to find out what all of you guys do for work now. Like, what are you guys up to? What do you guys do? That's crazy. Lock the fuck in. Praying for you. What happened to all my vocal endurance, bro? How is my voice already tired? I need to get tea. Alright. Before summer break this year, I fucked my uni professor for a better grade in my coursework. So we just keep admitting to crimes. That's what this is. We just keep committing crimes. Okay. I finished first year of uni with a 98 in the class, whilst only submitting a 500-page word research paper instead of 4,000. I'm gonna assume you meant 500-word research paper instead of 4... Wait! Girl. $4,000 words? 4,000 words is like, what, 5 pages? I don't know actually, but like, that's not that much. What the fuck? I finished for, yeah, you fucking finished. Yeah, like, what the fuck? Like, this is crazy. I've got some wild people in my chat. You guys are wild. You guys are insane. Maybe you did mean 4,000 pages, but I also don't think so, because why? Yeah, 500 words is, that's light, that's baby food. Nom nom nom, delicioso. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's nothing. I've done, like what? Like, no way, dude. No fucking way. GG's, I guess. You did what you had to do. Just, you know, be careful. Alright. Your voice makes me bricked up, not gonna lie. Hey. I don't know what to say. Hey there, little guy. I don't know. Lock the fuck in. Little? It's average. I didn't mean, I meant little like in relationship to the rest of you, not like... I wasn't calling anybody small. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. I didn't mean it that way. I didn't mean it that way. You know, maybe we should just move on. So Brick the Wolf couldn't huff, puff, or blow me down. Nah. That's actually a goated line, though. That's actually kind of goated. Fanboy, yeah, you're actually goated for that one. Roxbury, thank you so much for the super. Reformist, crime bringer, I steal chocolates. Good night and good luck. We'll just all suffer together. I have a fat freaking crush on someone. Twinsicle? Twin? I don't know what that says. Loki. Someone Twinsicle Loki hates? I'm guessing that's your friend. And I don't know how to tell her I like them or if I do it all. LOL. Anyways. I mean, I don't know. Part of me is torn. Because on one hand, you shouldn't let your friends dictate who you love. However, something you also should consider is your friends have feelings about people for a reason. If your friends don't like somebody, you should really consider why and really evaluate your feelings. Are they real or is it something else? Because I really feel like your friends' opinion, if you have good friends with good heads on their shoulders, their opinion should be considered. You know, they often have your best interests at heart. Good friends. Again, I want to specify and emphasize good friends. I know a lot of people that have missed out on good relationships because they let their friends convince them to not be with that person. And their friends were fucking awful people. So, like, you know, take care. That's all I'm gonna say. When I was 5, I got my mom called into the office at work because I ordered 8 hours of Playboy pay-per-view channel on the TV by accident. 18 years later, they still think she's gay. I was trying to find a show. Oh, Pujo Yuri, thank you for that. That was a good laugh. Thank you for the super button too. Holy. Oh man. Jeez Louise. We are on something right now. Alright. Hello Vanta, I'm Japanese and I'm using a translation tool. I broke up with my boyfriend of 7.5 years. The reason was his poor money management skills. It took me a long time to realize that. I'm shocked that 7.5 years of love ended over money issues. I learned that just liking him wasn't enough. He was my first boyfriend. Do you think I can build a new relationship and make it work? Yes, I believe you can. Also, I don't think you should feel too bad about the relationship ending over money issues. That's a very common thing. And if they were your boyfriend and they weren't improving, then that would likely indicate that they weren't a good partner. A lot of divorces happen right now, nationally, especially so in the US. Lots of divorces are happening. And now, correct me if I'm wrong, statistically, a lot of divorces are initiated by women. I don't know the exact percentage, but I think more divorces are initiated by women than men. And unfortunately, a lot of them have to do with finances, you know? And that's not always about how much money you make. Because I know plenty of girls that would be with a guy even if he wasn't a millionaire or making hundreds of thousands of dollars. Most women, crazily enough, just want to be happy and safe and, you know, not have to worry about when their next meal is coming or if they're going to have a roof over their head in a week. They just don't want to worry about basic things like that, and they just want to be happy and they want to be taken care of and laugh. That's all they want to do. So if your boyfriend is showing signs of having poor money management skills and it doesn't look like it's improving, completely valid reason to break up. Honestly, it might even be better if that's the case, because it'd be awful to get married to someone and then you find out that they have mountains of debt that you jumped into, and then you find out that they have no actual way of getting over that debt because their money management skills are so fucking awful. So, you know, just take care. Just take care. Nothing wrong with wanting to be financially stable. Absolutely not. Hell, there's nothing wrong with wanting to be with somebody that makes a lot of money. Everybody has their own standards and everybody likes what they like. Unfortunately, people on the internet fail to realize that the person that another person dates, whatever preferences they have, whatever standards they have, whatever like disagreements or deal breakers, whatever's like a no, I'm not going to be with this person if they do this, the only person that it affects is them. Never stress over what somebody else is into. And again, nothing wrong with wanting to be financially stable. Will you be thinking of these confessions after stream? I still think of the confessions from the previous stream in 2024. That was over a year ago now. So yes, I will be. Hi, Crochet, you're cool. I don't know if I want to continue my 5-year relationship with my boyfriend. Oh, wow. I've been the one taking care of the finances for the past 4 years. What? How do we get 2 of these in a row? He hasn't been able to find a job. I want to do fun things, classes and courses, but since I'm a freelancer, I don't have any extra money. To which he responds, just do it. Use your savings. My patience is running out. Girl, You have the patience of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Leave. What do you mean he hasn't had a job for 4 years? Oh my goodness. Yeah, nah. Run. And don't look fucking back. What do you mean you've been taking care of the... Like, look. This is a personal thing. I personally just... And you can do whatever you want. I personally don't support, like, wholly the idea of premarital cohabitation anyways. I don't think I would want to live with somebody before, like, being, like, full-on married to them. I feel like there's not enough security involved in that. But I'm also the type of person where, like, I put all my cards on the table. Because I know a lot of people out there, and this is a very normal, like, line of thinking, and I totally get it. A lot of people are just like, well, you want to test drive the relationship. You know, you don't want to marry somebody, and then you find out that, you know, they have a lot of problems with living together with them. And I get that. But, like, personally, I'm like, any issues that you potentially would encounter in the relationship, you can figure out before living with them. You just have to ask the right questions. You know? So, like, I feel like both points are valid, but, like, in your case, yeah, no, that's just this right here is the exact kind of reason. Because, like, it'd be one thing if, like, again, you're married, then you're like, there's some, like, legal things that can go on with that. But, like, now you guys just break it off, and unfortunately you dumped a bunch of money into this relationship for the past 5 years. But you know what you can do? You can stop it now. So do it. Leave. Praying for these girls out here, dog. Praying for these women. Women! Can I get a game in the chat? Can I get a game in the chat? Can I get a game in? Can I get a game in? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Women! Preserve yourselves! Take care of yourself. Take care. I can say something easy like choose men more wisely, but that's just so simple. Ask the right questions, guys. Ask the right questions. And pay attention to their behavior. Pay close attention to what they're doing. Make sure that their actions are consistent with their words. But also make sure to pay attention to how they word things. Ask them everything. There are so many deal breakers in relationships, and you should not be getting into a relationship with anybody that meets one of those. You know? Ask all the most important things. Take care of yourself. Protect yourself, women. Protect yourself. You have so much. You have so much. You have so much to give up. You have so much to lose. You have so much to lose. You have so much to lose. Men can pick themselves back up. They're strong. They're strong. Or at least they tell themselves that. They can figure it out. You don't have time to waste, though. Especially not to waste on these fucking losers. Take care of yourselves. Guard your heart. Take care of your body. It is a temple. All right? All right? All right? Ask the right questions. Make sure you know what you want, and then ask them all that shit. All right? Obviously, you know, it's important to do it in the right way so that it doesn't come off too overbearing. But you want to know all this shit before you do any big things like move in with them or get married to them. All right? Be careful. Be careful. Protect yourselves, ladies. Protect yourselves. Again, you have a lot to lose. Don't waste it on these bitches. Don't waste it on these fucking bitches. All right? You don't have time for them. When I was younger, I got so jealous of my younger brother having a 3DS that I flushed down all of his games, deleted his memes, and cracked the 3DS screen. I got in a lot of trouble. Yeah, what the fuck, dude? That's fucking sociopathic behavior, matey. Jesus Christ. God damn it. How did we switch gears so fucking quickly? My God. Can we stay consistent for 5 seconds? What do you mean you flushed his games down? And then you cracked the screen? It's easily hundreds of dollars. What the fuck? Thanks for the super, but Jesus. It's very important to ask the right questions and do it nicely too. Exactly! Please pee on me, Fanana and Alira. Exactly! Ask the right questions. Alright? Take care of yourself. Like, if you really like being peed on, you make sure you say that early so that they know what you're into. Fuck. Fuck. Look, take care of yourselves, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. Take care of yourself. Oh my gosh. Came into that. Thank you for the soup, I appreciate it. Take care of yourselves, y'all. Although, to be honest, personally, adding in more of my preferences. Look, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you guys. I really don't know exactly how everything works, but I genuinely feel like if it's the right person, I'd be into most things, you know? Like, I have no idea what I'm into because I've not tried, like, most things. But, like, I feel like with the right person, I'd just be down for it, you know? Is that weird? You know what I mean? Like I've expressed to you guys, like, yeah, I'm not really in, like, to armpits, and I'm not really into feet. Digitally, I am, but, like, in reality, like, thinking about, like, I'm like, you know? But, like, if it was with the right person, I'd be like, yeah, okay. You know, I'd be about that life. Have some boundaries? Well, I mean, I do have boundaries. I have boundaries right now. But, like, if I'm with somebody, why do I need, like, you know, like when it comes to certain areas, why do I gotta have boundaries? You know what I'm saying? Why can't I be open-minded? That's why you're the goat Vant, respect. I'm gonna throw up, dude. Are the boundaries in the room with us? Hey! I have an iPhone 16. Anyways, I haven't gone over confession. Let's do another one. Okay. A boy that I was in love with since high school, or no, a boy that was in love with me since high school asked me out and said yes and pretended to be in love with him. And I pretended to be in love with him for 3 months before breaking up with him over text, just so I could check being in love off my bucket list. Girl, uncheck that shit off your bucket list. You were not fucking in love. What are you talking about? Girl, what is this Dexter ass fucking, like, sociopathic? Check that off the list. Good thing I was in love for this, like, girl, uncheck that shit right now. Uncheck it. That's crazy. That poor boy. I can't, you really made me defend a man. I can't believe this shit. I can't believe you made me defend a man. Insane work. Insane. All right, next one. This is pretty boring, but at work I use you as my off-work topic in the break room while everyone else talks about their kids and mortgages. Huh? It's extra funny because no one knows you're a VTuber, so I'll say things like, yeah, Vanta did something really funny last night, or he kept me up again. I think I've even used you as an excuse to get out of work parties so much now that coworkers occasionally ask me how you're doing, and I'm just like, he's great. I'm convinced they think you're part of my social circle. I think they might think more than that. I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know. But hey, more power to you. Amen. Gay men. I don't know, dog. I don't know, dog. We fucking live together, according to them. What is it? Here's a recording you can use. Hey everybody, it's me, Vanta. I'm. Oh fuck, never mind. I don't know who this is. It's anonymous. Never mind. You're fucked. Good fucking luck. Good fucking luck. Hope this keeps going well for you. Don't mind the choir in the back. I'm just at church. Oh, Santa. All right. Goddamn. All right. When I was about 14 years old, I would play games with randoms online. This one time I got paired into a lobby with a friend group and I actually got along with them pretty well. The only problem was that they were all like 18 years old and expressed that they didn't want to be friends with minors. Oh. I understand why they would say that now, but at the time I didn't want to lose this opportunity to make friends, so I lied and said I was 18. Well, this turned out to be a mistake because they asked me all types of questions like if I was in college, what I was studying, if I worked. Somehow I answered all their questions without giving away that I am a 14-year-old that just started high school. I was able to keep these lies up for like 3 years, but I had to drop this friend group because they started asking me to visit them because they lived in another country, or if they could come visit me. While there was no way I was meeting up with people online I met, I wasn't even 18 yet. I ended up lying to them and said my grandma got into an accident and died. Girl, what? What the fuck do you mean died? Not my proudest moment. And that I was going offline for a long time and I didn't know when I would be back. I just ended up blocking them and going on with my life. I mean, rip to your grandma, I guess, dog. Ugh, man. Huh. Wild shit. Huh. Oh my god, dude. You just blocked them? That's crazy. Alright. I gaslit my family into thinking the hit and run charges against me were bullshit, and what? I gaslit my family into thinking the hit and run charges against me were bullshit, and SP just took a random car license to terrorize. It was a pretty huge thing since police showed up at our doorstep, but the witness who saw me accidentally ramming a car and fleeing said he saw a huge foreign-looking dude. I'm a girl, so the police was ready to take my dad. I stepped in, police asked me if I wanted to protect my dad. I denied it, and a court had to give us a ruling. Luckily, the witness changed their story up in court and testified he never saw me, so I never really got a sentence in that sense. I did have to pay $1,000 to be freed from everything, though. To this day, my family thinks it's because of some random idiot. What? There's a lot missing here. I don't know. I'ma pray for you, okay? All right? What in the actual fuck? All right. Man, wow, okay. So, back in my freshman year of high school, I had a crush on a boy, and I ended up low-key stalking him. I found out what grade he was in, where he worked, what door he leaves out of when school is over, and what kind of car he rides in. Sometimes I would go up and offer him candy or drawings I made, but if I saw him in public, I would take pictures of him. He's a senior now, and I stopped stalking him. But sometimes I still look for him around the school. This isn't technically a crime, but like, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I have no idea. I'll just take care of yourself. Don't tell this to anybody else. Please be normal. Low-key, you were randomly in my dream doing calisthenics at the dog at the park, and the most gorgeous brown girl I'd ever seen in my life walked past me. I tried to shoot my shot, but she was your girlfriend. I had to sadly walk to the chemist to pick up my vitamin D wallowing in the shame from fumbling so bad. You're telling me in your dream I didn't fumble? Whoa, this really was a dream. That's crazy. I mean, hey, you had it right though, because she definitely would be brown. Unless she wouldn't be, of course. I love all women, by the way. Not denying anybody, ladies. 6'1", by the way. I support women's rights. I love matcha. Anyways, sorry about that. Sorry about that dream. Sorry that I'm such a player that, you know, it just happens, you know. Huh, crazy work, dude. Your fave piece of feminist literature? Full Metal Alchemist. Galeria, thank you so much for 15 months of... for 15 months of membership. Hey, look, a woman wrote Full Metal Alchemist, so just saying. You actually read it? Of course I read Full Metal Alchemist. What do you mean? I also played Bloodborne, another game surrounding feminist culture. Ladies, if you haven't played Bloodborne, just know there's a lot of allusions to menstruation and, you know, talking about women's reproductive like systems and rights. It's a pretty crazy world. You know, maybe I should do a lore through of Bloodborne so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. That actually sounds really fun. Well, that actually sounds really fun. I gotta do some really hardcore studying so that I can be really educative on like the topic as we go through each of the areas. But I think the other important thing is that the focus won't be on the gameplay. So I have to like be so goated and beat all the bosses in one try. I'll do my best. Maybe I don't even have to play the game. Maybe I could just explain the lore. Maybe I could just do like a deep dive. That sounds a lot more fun. I'll think about it, because that sounds like something that would be really cool to do. All right, on to the next one. I once beat my... whoa, what the fuck? I once beat my meat over a Vox Akuma ASMR roleplay. And by beat my meat, I mean, yes, I am a guy. I mean... I don't know, the way you said this is giving me the impression that you're trying to tell me that you're straight. But I'm not sure if that's actually the case. I just... Ooh. You know, Good luck, Charlie. I don't know. Bro, everyone has. You're good. Okay, well, there's your reassurance if you feel any better. Ella, thank you for 1 month, by the way. Maury, thank you for 4 months. Yeah. Why was he glitching? I was not glitching. That was me. That was me in real life. Okay, next one. So, my now ex and I broke up recently after being together for almost a year. For context, we were both mid-20s. He basically was an avoidant asshole and used the "it's not you, it's me" bullshit. And that was that. So, of course, I cried at first, like any normal breakup. But then I got into thinking, what is the most annoying thing I could do without it being harmful? Junk mail. I signed him up for 50 plus. I lost track somewhere around the 60s. Free catalogs from various companies, American Girl doll, base pro shops, etc. I know I am petty as hell, but it's better than my original plan, which was to stick hot dogs on his skewers, stick them in his yard, and make a sign that says, "Since you want to act like a weenie." Oh, damn. Damn. He probably deserved that second one, though. But I'm proud of you. Thank you for not committing a fucking crime. Which is a crazy thing to say in the middle of a stream, but you know, that's how we ball. Jeez. Oh my god, dude. 6-year-old me scratched my dad's 1979 Cadillac with my bike, plus never admitted, so my cousin got blamed, grounded, beat. I'd apologize, but he's dead now, so. Support crew crimes. Get your bags, kings, queen, monarchs. No! 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 Oh my god, what's wrong? What's wrong? Tara, thank you for the super, but stop! That's enough. Let's just go on to the next one. I'm the reason my dad isn't in jail because I lied to the cops. Vanta, you were at the top of my YouTube Wrapped. You can't. You're just like that one person that said, Vanta, love you so much. Thank you. You just. There's no way this is real. It's too short. There's no context. There's no way it's real. I'm sorry. I just decided to finish my protein bar. Give me 1 second. I need to just ruminate. Oh, fuck. I just realized you guys can see... You can see me lick my fingers. Oh, shit. Ugh, I don't know if I like that. Ah, I don't like it. What in the... Oh, I don't like it. What in the world? That's crazy. That's crazy, dude. Fuck. Okay. Well, damn. Shit. Do it again? No, I just put on hand sanitizer. No tongue tracking one day. Also, speaking of tongue tracking, I realized I think a lot of you are like confused because you seem like whenever I told you that like I stick my tongue out, I think a lot of you guys are thinking that my mouth is like this, and then like my tongue is out. It's like, it's more like, it's like a bleh. But like, it's so sensitive that my mouth opens all the way. That's what's happening. Is this a bad time to confess I almost walked into oncoming traffic when I was 12 because I was too focused on choosing Undertale music to listen to? That's not really a confession. You just almost died. There's you in another world that's dead. You're blepping? Yeah. One day I'll get tongue tracking, but I don't think I should get tongue tracking, to be honest with you. Crime rate is so high tonight. We're basically in Gotham. Nah, my chat for real is Gotham. It's not even a game. It's not even a fucking game. Y'all need help. Help. Help, I tell you. My goodness. Okay. What? Let me repent. I've said that I like you the most. I can't think of anyone else. But I've been listening to ASMRs other than you. I mean, fair enough. I've got like 3. And I've thought about things other than you. I apologize. That's all right. Also, sometimes I think about you and have fulfilled my desires. I don't know what that means. If you tell me that you don't want to be seen like that, I'll stop. I don't care. Love you so much. I'm sorry. This was confusing. I'm not sure what just happened. But I feel wiser. Thank you for your contribution. Okay. Alright. Vanta, this isn't really my confession, but rather my dad's. He sees me watching you from time to time, and he thinks you're really sexy. Really? He also started showing you to his coworkers at his job. Old guys like you. On God? So it's not just moms? What does this mean? What do I do with this information? Huh. I mean, hey, you know, we ball. I just be out here. So, I mean, thanks for letting me know. Another Vantacrow. Yet another Vantacrow. Huh. I'm learning so much today. Alright. I blocked every person I know because I'm too lazy to interact with them. Nah, for real. Real. Huh. On some real shit, dude. Kroshi is rated E for everyone. Am I? Oh, that was a good crack. My God, that felt fantastic. Jesus. You used to be parentless and now you got mommies and daddies. That's so sweet? Question mark? Yeah, that is a question mark because you should never say that again. I think we can keep things to ourselves. We can keep things to ourselves. It's actually possible. Huh. All right. I introduced you to one of my friends. We'll call her Z. She is deeply in love with you, LOL, and will watch your streams but is too scared to say anything. Oh. When I'm on call with her and I decide to watch your streams with her, I can hear her... I am very scared. Help me. Okay, so listen, Anon. I'm going to tell you something. I just want you to know that I hope that Z, whoever she is, that you did not actually use her initials in that abbreviation of who she is. Because if she gets the idea that you're talking about her and you happen to be watching this stream right now, you're going to have that conversation right now. So, I really don't know what to say. Good luck. Also, hi Z. Hope you're having fun. Anyways. You know, I don't know. It's not much you can really do. Alright. I blame puberty, but back in high school, I used to bring a colossal tub of Vaseline to school for the sole purpose of being a nuisance. What? You can use Vaseline for so many things. As stupid as it sounds, I flung Vaseline all over the walls and the ceiling with my friend in the back of math class. When I was done, I would rub the excess on the table, making them really oily ready for the person sitting there. So you oiled up a desk in the classroom. Okay. Our classroom had a broken door handle that could easily be pulled off, so we took it off and stuffed it with Vaseline. Then we rubbed the excess all over the handle so that the unlucky first person to leave the class got their hands lubed up. When the teacher clocked it, she thought a smart 8th grader was trying to glue the handle back on. She would never have suspected me or my friend because we were really good and polite in front of her. Too much hilarity looking back, but that's not to say I didn't feel bad. Miss, I am very sorry. Your classroom did not deserve this mistreatment. You are very lovely, and I'm not a dick anymore because I enjoy maths now. Trust. Thank you for reading. Just wasted a bunch of fucking Vaseline, dude. Why would you do that? Vaseline's great. Why would you waste it like that? It's not even a confession. I mean, it is, but like, why? What happened to shame? What happened to, like, taking things to our grave? All right. Hello, my confession is I've been dating someone for a week and I don't like him. He really likes me and I don't like him, and he's doing stuff like kissing my hand, and mind you, this is in the 6th? What does that mean? So I don't know what to do. Should I stop and break up or keep dating him? I'm stumped. Why are you asking? Break up? Like, what do you mean? You're just leading him on. Break up. Like, girl? Why are you together still? Leave him. I don't know if he's a bad guy, but I don't know. I don't think he is. I think it's hard to say. This is so crazy, bro. Alright then. Alright then. I guess we just got a ball. Not really much we can do about that. Alright. I'm very sorry about this, but drawing you nude has greatly improved my figure drawing skills. Have at it. I love artists. Anyways. Boom, 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 boom. All right. On to the next one. Huh, what is your confession? I made a girl a loner by our high school graduation. Huh. I'm not going to put everything in just in case. For context, when I was going through high school, I wasn't exactly a person of the popular crowd. But I was friends with most of them. If not, I knew all of them in passing, but just not close. There was one girl in the popular crowd who seemed to be always nice to everyone, which, cool, if you're chillin', we're chillin'. But she always seemed off. Not in a sense of she was a little extra, but always seemed to try and be in the crowd. Well, there was multiple parties during senior year, and I noticed that if she wasn't invited, something always happened at the parties. One such party, police were called, even though the party wasn't getting any complaints. Another, where rumors surfaced during a party which a girl was cheating on her boyfriend, which caused a fight between the guys, and both of them showed up to school Monday with bruises or a limp. The guy who sold drug mysteriously had his stash stolen the day before the party. The list goes on. Well, I hosted a kickback at my house one weekend, and one of the girls was saying that she'd probably host a party just for her close friends before we graduated because she wanted one last hurrah before we all went off to college or moving away from our hometown. Coincidentally, L, I'll call the one that I'm talking about L, and the other S to keep things straight, wasn't one of her close friends, and in thus wasn't invited. She seemed fine until the morning when we noticed one of the girls had one of her things stolen. When everyone was looking for... God, this is long. When everyone was looking for the item, L kept pulling me to the side and telling me that S had done it. Kept on about how S wasn't exactly from a great background like how others were, and she must have been the one to do it. I didn't buy it, and called her out under BS. L got angry and said she knew what she was talking about. I told her to leave, and after she did the rest of us went back to looking. Long story short, we couldn't find it, and I told the others what Elle said, because not only we didn't find it and we all looked through our stuff, just not Elle's because I told her to get the fuck out of my house before we decided to look through our things, but also because of what she said. Obviously, S was hurt because she thought Elle was her best friend and couldn't believe what she said. That's when math started mathing for me, and I started to call out all of the odd shit that would happen whenever Elle wasn't invited. One girl, M, pointed out how Elle was collecting money from friends saying it was for a party bus for prom. I didn't go because fuck all that type of stress, but M told me that on prom night, Elle claimed that the company for the party bus was canceled on her due to overbooking, and she'll try to get the money back as soon as possible. School I went to did prom right around Christmas break, so seniors will be more focused on finals. Well, it got around school pretty fast, and people started to distance themselves from Elle. She effectively became a loner overnight. Then during grad night, people started confronting her about the missing money. From what others told me, Elle always had some excuse on why she didn't have it at present. Fast forward to graduation, some people got their money back while others didn't. They were still trying to comfort her during graduation, and she was always somewhere else when people got around to asking her. Well, I heard that she was allowed to walk, but needed to take summer school, where everyone there kept her away and never interacted with her. And the story even followed her into college. Sucks, I guess, but hey, that's the bed she made. Let's let her fry in it. This wasn't a confession. You kind of just told the story. But, you know, fair enough. You did not cause her to be a loner. She caused her to be a loner. Just gonna say that. Just as a confession is not the same thing as confessing to a crime, exposing someone else is not something you did. We're confessing sins, guys. Life is crazy, dude. Alright. Forgive me, Lord Vantacrow bringer, for I have sinned. I am now an intern teacher standing before innocent students, pretending to explain the lesson with a calm and responsible tone. But beneath my composed exterior, I secretly wear my AirPods. Not for music, not for podcasts. I listen to your live stream while I teach. I nod seriously, as if discussing learning objectives, while your voice echoes in my ear, testing my faith, my professionalism, and my self-control. I'm truly sorry, but if quietly supporting you during class is a sin, then I will accept my penance and continue listening. Amen. Nah. If we thought the person that went to the bathroom in the middle of a date to watch my stream was a real fan, this is a real fucking fan. It's one thing to be at a desk job and to have my stream on while you're working, but you're listening to me actively while teaching? Dog. That's dedication. That's a real Vantacrow right there. That's a real Vantacrow. Anon is truly dedicated. That's crazy, bro. That's so crazy. They could be listening right now and in the middle of a class. Like, just imagine if they're listening to this stream, they're teaching, and then they're like smiling, and their class is just like, Professor, is everything okay? Why are you smiling all of a sudden? They're just like, oh, nothing. Just, you know. Good luck with class, though. Oh my gosh, I need water. Honestly, that's kind of crazy. I couldn't imagine doing something like that. Like, being able to do both those at once. I feel like if I'm hearing one thing, it makes it so difficult to hear what anybody's saying to me. Like, what is it? I haven't told you guys about this, but I mean, hell, you know, this is a confession stream, so I guess we're being open about a lot of stuff. So I've talked about like when I got my heart broken, you know, and I feel like it's been super ambiguous, but it's actually kind of the thing that like, it kind of destroyed my interest in anything going forward. You know, like I joke about it now because I'm like, I'm over it. It's been a long time, but like when I got my heart broken, it was bad. It was really bad. And funnily enough, it was actually like more of a situationship type deal. It was online and like it ended poorly. I refuse to share the details, but like basically one of the things that I did, like I think I told you guys that Elden Ring became a really important part of my life because I had like multiple save files, multiple characters that were like fighting, that were on Melania. So like I ended up getting really good at beating Melania because like I pretty much just fought her all the time. Like I would just go in and like rush my head through. But I didn't tell you guys all the details. So not only was I fighting Melania over and over again, I was also playing music on Spotify. I was listening to music, and then I would also run like 2 or 3 videos in the background. Because I was trying my bestest to like quiet my brain. I did not want to hear any of my thoughts. It was like the only thing that I could do. So I would play like multiple videos, listen to songs, and I was playing Elden Ring. This all while being in call with friends. It fucked me up bad. I had to go to therapy about it. It was really not good. It ended awfully. It was so terrible. I look back on it and laugh though, because like knowing all the context that I do now, God. Sometimes I kind of wish I could go back in time and tell me, you know, what happened, but honestly, it was kind of that kind of forced me to lock in. So honestly, I kind of look at it as a positive, because who fucking knows? I may have not gotten into NIJI. I may have not gotten in if that shit didn't happen. From after I got my heart broken as bad as I did, I locked the fuck in. I was like, I'm locking in. I'm doing what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna focus on myself. And I was like, I have ambitions. I have drive. I set a bunch of long-term goals, and I was like, I'm gonna accomplish them. But yeah, like that shit fucked me up. It was bad. It was bad for like a few months. It took me a while to recover. Oh yeah, that was also around the same time that I had a concussion. Oh, that was crazy. Yeah. Oh man, good times, good times. Huh. All right, on to the next one. All right. As a kid, I used to make my parents' life a living hell by going missing every day. But really, I'm just running off to the neighbor's house. But once I actually did almost get kidnapped, though. Wouldn't have been as fun to actually go missing. Yeah, what the fuck? I was like 6 or something, and then my parents never let me out of the house. And now I watch VTubers. I'd almost say being kidnapped made me a VTuber fan. Average VTuber fan right here. Average Vantacrow right here. This is so insane. I mean, I don't know. Crazy. Crazy, dude. Crazy. Act like an angel, dress like crazy. Da 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 da. Act like an angel, dress like crazy. Da da da. Okay, sorry. All right. Forgive me, Kroshi, for I have sinned. My dad entrusted me with money to invest in stocks, but I spent it all on merch. I even used my... Yes, including voice packs. I even used my scholarship money. I am sorry, truly. But if buying your merch is a sin, then I will gladly confess again next time. Is this the same person that was teaching classes? Like, the formatting is the same. That's awesome. That's awesome. But also, fuck, dude. You could have invested in stocks and then had more money to buy merch. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Thank you for your dedication though. You're a real fan, truly. Oh my goodness. Holy. Alright. I have a folder named Vanta's Feet, and it contains all the fan art I have found of your feet. Mate, hey, have at it. Some people like the gripper, some people don't. Clearly they've got a grip on your heart. All right. I gotta recover from that one. Anyways. Shit. Oh, jeez. All right. Next one. Ever since I came across your videos, I can't help but to think how amazing you could be as my older brother. I'm a middle child and don't have an older brother, and ever since I was just a child, I've been dreaming of having one. Every time I watch your stream, I always thought that you give off older brother vibes, and since then I've been imagining scenarios about us being siblings. God, I feel like such a weirdo talking about this, but yeah, this is my confession. Well, I mean, I do have siblings, so I mean, you know, it makes sense. That's pretty cute, though. This is probably the cutest confession we've had all day. Let's keep this energy, okay? Let's keep this energy going into the next one. Let's keep it. I appreciate this. I appreciate this a lot. Like, on God. That's some good stuff. Huh. Forgive me, Kroshi, for I have sinned. I can't for the life of me finish your gamer BF ASMR. It reminded me so much of my ex that cheated. Your mannerisms were so similar that it really does trigger me. Well, we can't stay like that all the time. But also understandable. For those that don't know, and for those maybe you're a new member, I indeed have a gamer BF ASMR where it's literally supposed to be me, like, playing Overwatch with you. And I'm screaming at you because you're shit at the game. But I also am shit. So, yeah. You know? Life is crazy, you know? I'm sorry that you struggle to get through that, though. That's rough. All right. Oh, okay, this one's longer. I accidentally let a guy on for a year. LOL. Okay, all right. You're kind of sounding like me now, except I only did it for a couple of months at a time. You did it for a year. What the fuck? In my defense, I didn't know he was interested in me until like literally a week before we graduated. Okay, you're really sounding like me. We met beginning of junior year, so maybe more like a year and a half. Holy fuck, it's longer. In class, he used to complain about how his friends were assholes and that he didn't want to hang around them anymore. So I assumed the reason why he wouldn't stop messaging me was because he just really wanted better friends. I'm like a mega introvert, so it's not like I dislike the guy or anything, but I just didn't want to talk to him outside of class. And I remember telling my friend, this guy won't stop replying to everything I post. He keeps messaging me. And my friend said it was because he wanted me. But to me, that didn't make any sense at all because I didn't even think we were that close. Like, I wouldn't really say we were friends, more like acquaintances. Anyways, about a year later, after we ended a conversation, he asked me for a hug before I left. I should have said no. I don't know why I didn't say no. I didn't want to hug him. Sorry. As a girl, you're probably very afraid to say no to men, and I get that. And I gave him the worst hug I've ever given anyone in my fucking life, dude. I don't know why I did that. It was so evil. I gave him a one-armed side hug, and we weren't facing each other at all. We were basically side to side, and then the next day, he drunk texted me telling me how pretty he thought I was. And then I realized my friend was right. He probably did want me. I realized I may have let him on because we did get along well enough in class, and we had shared interests, so I guess I gave him the wrong impression. I'm sorry to my classmate for leading you on for a year, and I'm sorry to my friend for not believing you until a year later. I'm also error ace if that provides better context. That provides a lot of context. You should have actually started with that. The other thing is that you're based off of this. I'm understanding that you were in high school. Never mind. You're not like me at all because I'm literally a full-blown adult making all the fumbling like bullshit leading on the women that I did. So yeah, never mind. We are not the same. You're actually much better than I am. I am the shit person. You are fine. Do not feel bad. You did not lead anybody on. You're literally just a kid. Not really much you can do. Take care of yourself. Wish you nothing but the best. I don't think you let anybody on. You didn't lead nobody on. Boys in high school are just impressionable and also desperately want love. Alright, I'm trying to bag my coworker to the point where I joined the same church as him, but we ball, bro, I trust. I don't know. Gay men. You joined the same church? So, like, I'm gonna assume you already belong to the same religion, because otherwise, like, are you prepared to commit? You know, like, you going all the way, or is this just to be closer? What are you gonna do if he ends up just like the kids that or the people that pick up chairs to look stronger, they to look more attractive, you know, to the girls? And now I think about it, you said coworkers, so you're probably not kids. You're probably not even teenagers. You're likely adults. So I don't know. Good luck. Actually, wait, no. We don't believe in luck here. Gay men, blessings to you. We ball, bro. Trust. That's what you said, so I'm just gonna say we ball. That's how it's gonna be. I wish you the best. Good luck in your endeavors. Because, like, she's Louise. Alright. Not to be parasocial or anything. Okay, alright. But sometimes when I'm walking alone, especially at night, I would play your Zatsu streams out loud just for safety purposes. It did save me one time when I was walking home, and there were a group of guys. I hope you don't mind that. No. Please do that. Please. This is awesome, actually. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's really great. Oh, yeah, that's great. That's great. You know, actually, what is it? It reminds me of one of those videos. What is it? It's like, it's one of those, like, okay, repeat after me. Or like, you know, respond to whatever I say. Hey there, you doing okay? You're out pretty late right now. Is everything all right? Oh, okay, for sure. You just spent a bit of extra time out. No problem, but just be safe. We know where you're at, so if you need anything, feel free to call me back up again. But otherwise, you're going to be home soon, right? Okay. Awesome. Awesome to hear. Great. Well, just stay safe, all right? If you need, I can stay on the phone, but if not, that's fine too. Feel free to hang up whenever you want, but just know me and everyone else are waiting for you at home. So, you know, stay safe and take care. We know you'll be home soon. Those are fire to me, bro. I've seen some of those on TikTok. Those go crazy. You just save that recording, you play it, put it on speaker when you're walking home. That's one of the best things for women, and unfortunately a lot of women have to do it. Get anybody to do it. Get your partner to do it. Get your dad to do it. Get your brother or whoever is important in your life that you are going to need that from. Just get them to fill out, like, say, like, a certain amount of things. Just simulate a conversation. The idea is that you want to get anybody that's potentially within earshot of your location as you're walking home. If you're walking home alone and it's dark at night, basically you're giving them the impression that there's someone waiting for you at home and they are aware of your location and where you were at. You know? That kind of thing. It's like one of those. It's so good. I love it, dude. I love it. It's unfortunate the steps that women have to take to feel and be safe, you know, in the public, but unfortunately that's just the world that we live in. So, you know, we just gotta ball and roll with the punches. Take care of yourselves, ladies. But yeah, please don't worry about that. I don't consider that parasocial at all. I don't consider that parasocial at all. Now you can do a yandere once, you can really scare the creeps away. Just know I have a tracker on you. Alright? You can't hide from me. You can't go anywhere. And if anybody takes you, just know they have to answer to me. Crazy. Alright. I slept with my ex-boyfriend's dad by accident. What the fuck? What? In my defense, my ex takes after their mother. Would tap that. Ugh. But that would be taking keeping it in the family too seriously. Jesus Christ. And his dad was never in the picture. Side note, my ex cheated on me several times, which is what led to that relationship to a very messy end. I feel like I definitely still have the moral high ground, but I definitely lost some brownie points for that. Brownie points? Considering I did not stop sleeping with said father after discovering they were related for a considerable period of time. What the fuck? I have no defense for that. I just think it was karma, with some brilliant comedic timing. Gotta admit though, must be hard to deal with the fact his dad being better than him in bed was one of the reasons I listed to not get back together with him when he showed up at my doorstep. My God. My God. You're not just evil, you're diabolical. This is satanic levels of evil here. Satan is afraid of you. Satan is scared. He's shivering on his throne right now. My God. I needed water after that one, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh my God. But you know what? You're powerful as hell for that. Like, it's one thing to say, it's one thing when a guy cheats on you and pisses you off, and then he tries to get you back for you to say, fuck you. It's a whole other thing to go, I fucked your dad. You know, like, not many people can say that. You can, though. And that's powerful as shit. But goddamn, you're crazy. Actually, crazy power move. Like, what the hell, dude? Alright, next one. I objectively think you're one of the greenest flags in a romantic relationship out of EN. If you need the ego boost, LMAO. Thank you. That's concerning. You know? I don't know. I feel like some of the takes I've had on relationships, I feel like they're a two-way street. Depending on who you are and your perspective and where you're coming from in life, I feel like you could think that I am like super like incel, you know, or you could like be totally turned off by me, or I could be like the most secure person to ever go out with. It's one or the other. I don't think there's an in-between. I feel like some of my takes have been very controversial. No, really? Okay. I'm old enough to know that your takes are grown takes, so I appreciate it. I mean, that's just how I see things. I don't know. I think the biggest example of one that I've brought up that I feel like is a bit divisive is mainly the one on not making any friends. You know, like not making any new, basically if I'm with a girl, I don't make any new like girlfriends, if that makes sense. You know, I just find that a bit strange. You know, that's something that I stand behind, but I feel like a lot of people disagree with that. But my thing is like, anything to make sure that my peace is taken care of. You know, that nothing disturbs my peace. And if I'm with whoever I'm with, if they're supposed to be the love of my life and they're supposed to stay with me forever, then why would I let some random ass girl, you know, some other girl get in the way of that? Like, who do you need to be friends with so bad that it's to like disturb or like disrupt the current thing you have going on? And I think the instant reply to that is, well, if someone's uncomfortable with one of the friends that you make and, you know, they're of the opposite sex, then they're just insecure. And I still firmly stand by the fact that that is not the case, and that is not insecurity. And I firmly believe that if you make a friend of like the opposite sex, or your partner feels threatened or like worried about that, and you're first, like I understand talking about it more and then maybe coming to that conclusion after having a conversation, but if your first reaction to your partner saying they're uncomfortable with a friend of yours, if your first reaction is that they're insecure, just break up. You know, like I said, if you're open-minded, listen with curiosity, and then you come to that conclusion after the conversation, that's a different story. But if your first initial reaction is you're insecure, just break up. That's over. That relationship's over. I'm just gonna keep it a $150. I'm gonna keep it a $150. All right. What's next? But yeah, that's the one that I look at and I'm like, I feel like that's a more like divisive one, where I feel like I could definitely see people being like uncomfortable with that take, you know? Crazy, bro. Crazy, Dayo. Crazy. Okay. Okay. What? Okay. Hello, Croshi. This is the first time I wrote this, so I hope this is okay. I draw a lot of sexy Vantacrow bringer fan art, and I want to share to other fellow crew my sexy fan art. So, not in my brightest mind, I went to a regular photocopy printing shop to print my fan art out, but only after arriving in the shop that I realized I needed to show my sexy fan art for it to print it out. Luckily, I can just print it by myself, then pay money later. So I just stand in front of the printer to hope the print comes out faster. However, an uncle with his son came in to print some books. And he stood right where I am. It would be okay if he kept standing, but he did not. He started to tiptoe to look right at my printer, while one after another sexy Vantacrow bringer fan art being printed in my horror. I try to cover it, but since I print all of my sexy fan art in one go, it just keeps printing out. At this point, I've given up covering up, so I just let it to destiny to decide. I'm sorry, Uncle. Uncle has seen all kinds of sexy, I guess, since he kept tiptoeing to see. Then he turned to me and asked, "Did you draw it?" I said yes, and then he nodded and said it's beautiful, and then just walked out like it was nothing. At the end of the day, I'm happy Uncle liked it, but I will never print sexy Vantacrow bringer fan art at Photoshop printing shop ever again. I hope you won't read this, but if you do, good day, Crochet, I love you, crew. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh. That's awesome. That's hilarious, dude. Oh my god. Oh, shit. Oh my god, okay. Sorry this is so long. So this was a few years ago, maybe like 2020 or 2021. I joined this chat with a group of guys and we quickly became friends, like really fast, with an extra close Y. So close, I knew he had a girlfriend and he was so scared to break up with her. So he asked me if I was fine to break up with his girlfriend for him. What? And they were together for like 3 years or so. He was the worst shitty boyfriend ever. Like, he would ignore her, leave her on red for weeks, not just days, but weeks. And so after I observed and hearing him brag about not texting her so much, I was fed up and said, "Yeah, bro, I got you." So I sent her like a 5 paragraphs at the end. I said, "I could treat you so much better, baby." And that night, me and his ex got together. And me and the ex-boyfriend stopped being friends and took all of our friends from him, saying I was a backstabber. And like a month later, I was giving her what she wanted. And she said I was so much better than holy fuck. And 3 days later, I moved away and completely forgot I had a girlfriend. And I accidentally ghosted her without meaning to. What the fuck? Bro really said, I could treat you so much better, treated her better, and then ghosted her better than he did. I'm bad. I didn't forget that I had a girlfriend. I never knew in the first place, okay? That story was particular. She asked me out. I didn't realize she did. And then for 2 weeks, I technically had a girlfriend, but she never messaged me. And I didn't message her. I didn't message her because she was my girlfriend and like, I just didn't want to talk or I was ghosting her. I just didn't fucking know we were dating. All right? I'm not worse than this. You can't say that. That is not the same thing. And we're not going to act like that is, okay? All right? That is not the truth. Jeez Louise, I can't have it. Can't have shit in this house. Oh my god, my voice is so tired. Guys, I think I'm going to read 5 more. I'm going to read 5 more. I'm going to choose like random numbers. And read like 5 more of these bitches. But I'm not going to lie, I do want to do another stream, probably next week, where I read more of these. I'm not going to lie, I really want to rest my voice, though. I'm so sorry if I didn't get to yours today. I don't even know if I'll be able to get to all of these anyways, because there's so many. And my voice can only go so long. Ugh. Jeez Louise. Alright, pick a number between 1 and 370, chat. Okay, 222. I saw that number. Alright. What the fuck, dude? Hello, Vanta. There was a time where I daydreamed of your yum-yum biceps and suckable boobas while in class. Genuinely, what the fuck? Honestly, respectable. Respectable. You did it in the proper channels. I can't even blame you. Give me another number. What between 1 and 370? What is this shit? 111? All right. When I was about 5 years old, I had some issues. My older brother would come bother me when I was playing by myself, knock down my Legos, etc. So instead of crying about it, I would plot against him. I would wait 20 plus minutes until he was completely zoned out playing games, and then I would walk behind him and throw things at him. One time I decided to throw a big plastic dump truck toy at his head. Thankfully, he wasn't injured. I grew out of this behavior by the time I was 8, by the way. Thank you for reading. Okay, this was tame. This was chill. This was chill. Kind of a dangerous child, but you know, we ball. My god. Huh. Alright. Okay, another number. 313. Alright. I'm literally just picking numbers that I see, so. Alright. Oh, longer one. As a creator, I want to be honest with you. I'm constantly jealous of everyone. This jealousy is what drives my growth and pushes me to improve. Please don't worry. I'm not the kind of person who attacks others because of jealousy. These feelings exist only in my mind, but I can't deny that they are still a real part of who I am. Some people say that happiness is what matters most and that we shouldn't care too much about others' opinions. However, I believe this only applies when a work hasn't been made public. Once you choose to present your creation to an unspecified audience, you're inevitably hoping for feedback and evaluation. I believe that being acknowledged, recognized, and judged is a lifelong challenge for every creator. These thoughts are difficult to express openly because people always expect creators to be tolerant and kind, to sincerely bless their rivals, and to maintain a gentlemanly attitude even in defeat. I'm sorry that my way of thinking may be a little twisted, but I feel I can be honest with you. That's because you're always willing to share that others would never easily mention or admit. You're crazy, but you're real, and I like that about you. Please keep being that way. I mean, this is facts, though. You're not wrong. Like, look, you may not think it applies to this. Everything in moderation, dog. Jealousy in excess, obviously, is not great. And in your case, it might be a bit of excess. However, you're kind of twisting it into a positive. It's think of it. I think you're putting yourself down by using the word jealousy. Yes, there is like a jealousy, like an envy thing, because you're looking at other people and you're thinking, I want that. But I think it's based on the way you're describing it, it feels more of admiration. You are seeing what other people have and you go, I want that too. Because it's not that you're taking actions to steal from them, you know? You're not messaging them and going like, hey, can I do this? And you're not like clout chasing and trying to go along that way. I feel like it's more admiration. Like, you want me to give you a real example? Sayu, Alejandro Saab. He's not just an Oshi for me. He is genuinely a role model. I am like pursuing a life modeled after his. I really look up to him. He's unironically a role model for me. Like, genuinely. I seriously respect him in every way, you know? But it's not like a jealousy thing. It's more like a, you're like, what you're doing is amazing. And I wanna pursue that as well. It's like that, you know? It's like that kind of a situation. So it's admiration, you know? But there's always a tinge of jealousy there. Like jealousy and admiration, they come in the same package. They come together. I don't remember what philosopher said this, but every positive adjective is the mean between a positive and a negative version. So if jealousy is the bad one and admiration is the positive one, then there's something in the middle. And that is the perfect balance of the two. Just like how there's courage, which is the positive attribute, and then there's like foolhardiness or recklessness is the negative attribute. Or rather, no. What is it? Foolhardiness or recklessness would be the like, I guess the more. No, it wasn't the positive and negative. It was the mean. So there's basically a like too much and then too little. That's what it was. It wasn't a positive and negative. So like there's always a balance, you know? But I understand where you're coming from. I don't think, yeah, it was the mean. That's what it was. Not like positive and negative. It was the mean. So like, for example, recklessness would be too much and cowardice would be too little. And then courage would be the perfect balance between recklessness and cowardice. So in your case, you were using, there's like a more positive version of jealousy. I don't think it's jealousy because it's driving you to do good and to better yourself and to be better than who you were yesterday. You know what I mean? But even if it was like the more negative one, there is technically, by that same philosopher, there is a better version. So in the same example, recklessness, Courage being the mean between recklessness and cowardice. Recklessness is actually better than cowardice because cowardice is categorized by inaction, whereas recklessness is categorized by action. Meaning it's a lot easier to do and then tone it down than to do in the first place. You know? So like if even if you're doing over and over again and you're failing, at least you're doing something. You are taking action. You are taking actionable steps towards your goal. So, you know, and then you from there you just fine tune it. But you're not a coward. You are trying. You are doing something. So, you know, things like that. Okay, 2 more numbers. All right. Give me another number between 1 and 370. Okay. 143. Holy, you got a juicer. Huh, what is your confession? I'm going to be telling my best friend to not get married soon. One of my closest friends is getting married in the very near future, and in the very near past, they came to me to confess they didn't want to get married and that they wanted to break up. What? I am friends with both people and am in the wedding party. We've also just had a large milestone friendship anniversary. I know that it's not because they don't love their partner, they want different things. And my guess is that they think they'll change their mind on what they disagree on after getting married. But I know their choices will make them unhappy. Yeah, this is just common sense. They put the people they love before themselves every time. So after our conversation where I agreed with their decision and tried to encourage them to break up, they talked as a couple and got to convince to have a new tomorrow. And like if they're going to say you want to break up, but are going to try to have a new tomorrow, cancel the freaking wedding. Don't send the wedding invitations the next week. None of our friends in our circle want them to get married either. Once they got engaged, we all collectively talked and said it was a mistake. I hate to say that I think their partner is very selfish. They don't want to get married because they love my friend. They want to get married to have a wedding. They never have my friend's back or take their side, and both of their lives have revolved around what their partners wanted. My friend's job, car, living situation, including who they're living with, where building-wise and where location-wise, in the world-wise, and future has been decided by their partner. This is a flaw of theirs, but again, they put the people they care about before themselves every time. My friend has been more excited about a GameCube they got than their wedding, and their partner has been more excited about their venue than the vows they haven't bothered with yet. This is a very long list of other reasons as well. Trust that this is not a decision made lightly. I cannot watch my friend make choices they have voiced to me with being unhappy in. It's been making me teeter on the edge of freaking the fuck out. So I am driving multiple hours, because we live far away from each other, to go see my friend and try to convince him to cancel the wedding that I cannot emphasize so close in our future, because the only other option is a bomb strapped to my chest that will go off before they say I do. Fuck. Yeah, call off the wedding. This is a huge mistake. What the fuck? It's just speedrun a divorce. What the hell, dude? That's a mistake waiting to happen. One just wants a wedding, huge red flag, and the other person is literally just doing everything the other one says. Neither will be happy. One person is going to realize that they aren't happy because they realize they have nothing connecting them to their partner, because they've basically just been whisking them along and their partner's been doing everything that they say. And then the partner that's being whisked along, they'll realize that they have no idea who the fuck they are, because everything that they've done has been modeled around what other people have asked of them. So they have no idea who they are. All I can really just say is good luck. Take care, and I hope you can convince them, because, yeah, that wedding does not need to happen. Holy fuck. That is going to be the fastest divorce in the world. My God. Okay. Jeez Louise. All right, I saw 256. You were on it. You were really on it with that one. I'll give it to you. 256. $256. $256. Yeah. All right. When I was 14, sitting in the passenger seat of my dad's car while he was driving, when all of a sudden my dad got a notification on his phone. Since my dad was driving, I picked it up to take a look at it, when all of a sudden he very angrily snatched the phone away from me. He'd never done this before, so I thought it was kind of weird. I couldn't quite see what the notification was, but it had a yellow-orange color, and it played this really distinctive bring sound, like those plastic tube instruments, boom whackers. Was it fucking Tinder? LOL. Fast forward a couple months later, I find out that it was in fact the grinder notification sound. Holy! I'm sorry, that shouldn't be funny. That's awful. Now, 14-year-old me was pretty shaken, but she did have some molecules of logic bouncing around her head. I never said shit about it because, one, I'm not outing someone even if it's my married to a woman dad, and two, this guy is our house's only source of income. I was not about to jeopardize my future, my younger brother's future, and mental, nor my mom's mental, by revealing what would have been the final nail in the coffin for my mother to serve my dad divorce papers. It's been 8 years since that phone notification, and I still occasionally catch my dad checking Grindr when he thinks I'm not looking. God. You know, I feel like a lot of people could immediately say, if they were in your position, they would say something, and I completely get that. But I also really understand where you're coming from. It's a very scary thing to do, and revealing that could, like, you know, cause a lot of issues. And it's just like, yeah, the truth will cause a lot of issues. The truth is uncomfortable. I'll just say I'm really sorry to your mom. That makes me really sad. That is unfortunate. And it's really unfortunate that your dad refuses to get out of the closet. But, you know, that's just how it be. I'm sorry. I just realized the way I phrased that made it kind of funny. I'm sorry. Fuck. Shit. My bad. I gotta take these things more seriously. I am sorry for your mom, though. That sucks. We're used to it, don't worry. Okay, bless. I have a tendency to ruin the moment, don't I? But please take care of yourself, you know? Maybe one day you'll be able to say something, or who knows? Honestly, I'm gonna be real. Women are smart as shit. She probably already fucking knows. I'm gonna be so honest. 8 years? Ain't no way. If your dad's actually getting these notifications and he's actually acting on them and going to these places, 100% she knows, without a doubt. I doubt she's stupid. I'm almost positive she knows, unless your dad is like god tier detective covering his tracks type beat, like god tier criminal. But I seriously doubt it. I seriously doubt that she doesn't know. I'm gonna be so honest. I'm gonna be so fucking honest. Keeping it real. Because, like, cheaters can't keep that up forever. It's just not possible. So, like, I'm as sad as it sounds, I'm almost positive that your mom has had the exact same, like, thoughts run in her head. She probably found out and was just like, I don't want to ruin these kids' lives, you know? It's possible they even had a conversation about it. Who knows, dude? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows what's going on? But, you know. Yeah, you know, it just, that's how it is, but, somber mood to end on, let me see if I can't find one that's a bit funnier. Okay, perfect. I've done the deed to at least one of your VODs before, blame YouTube autoplay. What the fuck, man? Or girl, or whatever. Which VOD was it? How? Like, that's worse than... Like, that's worse than that shit. Imagine you're just going down on your partner, and then suddenly you just hear... You just hear like, fuck this boss, fuck, I hate this boss, I can't believe it. I'm so depressed, I'm so sad. I'll just die. Maybe I'll just die. What if I just kill myself? This villager's so fucking ugly. I split a couple up with my dick. Like, I could just imagine anything. Like, you're just on all fours, taking back shots. And then you just hear, ladies. I'm trying to do my work today. Leave me alone type shift. Dog. Oh my god, I don't know, dude. I don't know. Shake your bangs! Ah! Ladies! Can't you see I'm trying to do my work today type shift? So if I shake my banks, will you leave me alone? Yes, we promise! Alright, for the one time. Ah! Oh, Baka. So predictable. Shake your banks! Bro, there's no way! No fucking way. It's gotta be a more quiet VOD. There's no fucking way, dude. I'm trying to figure out how your partner in this scenario would have, like, heard that. You know? Like, did you have AirPods in? Is this not what you wanted from the one that accidentally called out your name during? If you're right, the background noise, problem solved, right? True! Relationship saved. Nobody has to worry about saying a name, the wrong name, because both of you were listening at the same time. I gotta be careful now. I gotta be careful being funny. The thing is that I'm so naturally fucking hilarious. It's hard for me not to make people laugh. So, like, just imagine people are doing the deed, watching one of my VODs, and then I say the funniest shit they've ever heard in their life. They just don't recover from that, bro. They can't bounce back, you know? Bro can't get it back up because he's laughing so fucking hard. I don't know, dude. I don't know. It sucks being so fucking attractive and handsome and sexy. Life is crazy, bro. But, anyways, thanks for watching the stream. We had another confession stream after so fucking long. Also, Glera, I didn't get to say thanks so much for the super. You know, honestly, what if I just make multiple shorts where I just do that, like the phone call scenario, so that girls can like, so that Vantacrow that are walking home alone at night can just play that out loud. I make a yandere one, I make a regular one. Oh my god, that sounds crazy. Actually, that would be appreciated. Okay, I don't know if I'll make it a short. Maybe I'll do them live on stream, and then you can just clip it. How about that? How about that? Oh, you know what? What if I do another Vanta Voices stream? And then I just do that. What if I do Vanta Voices in 3D next week? Or if I do a short, it would have to be fucking hilarious, you know? Like what is it? What is it? Hey. Hey, you. You doing all right? Oh, you're walking home. Okay, all right. Well, it's quite dark out. Hope you're going to be home soon. I know you're at, so, you know, take care of yourself. Don't trip like you did the last time. Oh, sorry. Was I not supposed to talk about that? My bad. Anyways, you doing okay? Oh, fuck. Really? What did he do? Oh, damn. Wait, really? He was gay the whole time? Shit. Fuck. I never could have seen that shit coming. Like, on some real shit? But wasn't he dating Samantha for like 5 years? And he was gay? Fuck. Like, he wasn't like dating anyone in secret. He was? And it was George. He was dating George. Holy fuck. Holy shit. You're telling me they were a thing secretly while bro was dating Samantha for 5 whole years? Jesus Christ. Wasn't she like exclaiming about how she was so excited that like they were going to get married? She was like talking about their future. Oh my goodness, that's awful. My god, are you doing okay? No, yeah, I know you're doing okay. You're single as fuck. Don't worry about it. Man. Tea is piping hot though. Tea is piping hot. You got to tell me tell me more of the details when you get back. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Shit. All right, I'll see you when you get home. See ya. Bye. Oh shit. Man, I'm so fucking funny, dude. I don't know what to say. Why are you tagging us, bro? My bad. I thought it would sound more natural. It's okay. At the end of the day, even if you're single, you're still not as single as I am. Togi, thank you so much for the super. Girl, you're about to Pavlov more people. I mean, hey, at the end of the day, I feel like that's most of my streams. I just Pavlov people. Moon, thank you so much for 3 months membership. Yada yada. It's hard for an attractive tyrant otaku to not make people laugh during it. Yada yada. This stream thing is so hard. Nobody can take me seriously because I keep making them laugh. It's hard being so funny and sexy and attractive. Shane, thank you so much for the super. It was a very fun stream, even a little concerning. Yeah, very concerning, more like. Thanks, Vanta. Also, I miss you for some reason. My hours have been so restricted, so I understand. I miss you guys too. I've been doing like the 8 to midnight thing, so that's kind of been my MO for a while, you know, just to take care of my voice. And honestly, it's been working. Like I honestly feel a lot more energized during these times, and I really hope that like with like doing my practices and taking care of my voice, taking care of my diet, I can regain that endurance, because it's just gone right now. So I'm really sorry about that, but thank you guys so much for understanding. Thank you for supporting me despite all of my many shortcomings. Fuck. Thank you. Asher, thank you so much for the stream as well. Wanted to say I had your lives on while studying and nailed them because I think it's more accurate to say we A-star finals. Congrats, go. True! We! Exactly. Exactly. My communist manifesto plays in the background. Perfect. Perfect. We aced that. You didn't do shit. It was us as a group. Us as a collective. But thank you, Astra. Tori, thank you so much for the soup as well. Thank you so much as well. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. I'd like to do this again sometime next week, but I'd also like to do a voice stream. Honestly, that actually sounds really fun. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I've mentioned this before, but with my voice, with my acting coach, I actually just had a lesson today. We go over a lot of poems, a lot of like prose, poems, and excerpts from different things. And, you know, I think it would be good practice for me to go over them on stream. So it would be a voice stream where you guys don't even necessarily have to come up with prompts. Perhaps I could during a segment of the stream, I could take prompts, like take suggestions. Maybe you guys could prepare some if you want to. But like, I actually have a lot of things that I like really want to read. There's like poems and whatnot that I've been reading and I've been learning. You know, things from like Edgar Allan Poe, mostly from him actually. Along the lines of others, and just like different scenes. And the other cool thing is that for certain like acting sessions, like he's been teaching me blocking as well, like, you know, blocking like looking certain directions or like doing certain movements on stage. I can do blocking because I have 3D. So like, honestly, you know, is it considered as off script acting? Maybe. I don't think so. Sort of. But yeah, it's public domain poems, so I can read them all. So, you know, Yandere ASMR, I mean, that's a video. I can upload that whenever. Although, to be fair with the Yandere ASMR, I want to try to tell you guys in advance, because I'm going to have to upload the video for that, because it's going to be public. The video is going to be public. The premiere will be public, and then it's going to go back to being members only. So, yeah. But I don't know. I'll tell you guys this. Well, before I end, because my voice is out of it. So I have 3 ASMRs. I have the Yandere one. I have the, it's not Thanksgiving themed, but like the concept is there. It's supposed to be like a warm, like, you know, more soothing type. And then I have a Christmas one as well that I'm planning on releasing on Christmas. So which one of those 3 would you like to be public? Because, like, low-key, I was thinking of just releasing the first 2 as members and then, like, making the Christmas one just public. Well, I'm seeing an overwhelming reply for Christmas. Yeah, you're right, honestly. So, I'll just do you a favor, and then... So the Yandere one that I was gonna do, that will be members only, and then so will the Thanksgiving. It's not Thanksgiving themed. We're not actually like doing Thanksgiving. It's more like this in the spirit of Thanksgiving. The Christmas one will be public, and it'll stay public. And then I'll do another Yandere ASMR later that'll actually be public. I have to get Michaela on that. I actually kind of like the idea of making them videos and uploading them. That actually is way better to me. I feel like the live thing is what was fucking me up a bit. So, hopefully you guys enjoy that. I'll let you know when I upload it. I want to do it sometime next week. I also have my editor working on a condensed version of my Silent Hill F playthrough. So that's going to be a video soon. So keep an eye out for that. And I have another editor working on my Detroit Become Human stream. So that's going to be one too. So I have a lot of stuff to release. I'm not going to lie, spending less time, the streaming has actually made it so that I could do more offline. It's kind of funny. So yeah, I got a lot to release. And I still have way more dance shorts that I have not uploaded, so I'm so sorry. I will upload them as soon as I can. So yeah, say thank you to my editors. Garnet, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships, and Nemia, thank you so much for the gifted. Thank you guys so much for all the gifted, by the way, I appreciate it. Thank you. So, I'm gonna ball out for now. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do next week. I know I have a couple collabs and things lined up for next week, so keep an eye out for those. I'll let you know if I appear or if I'm not streaming or if I am streaming. But I do have some things that I want to do next week, namely Vanta Voices and, Confession Part 2. I also kind of want to start another game outside of a horror game. I'm like curious about E33. I'm considering beginning it since I've heard it's like only 30 hours. But we'll see. We'll see. Okay? But I'll let you guys know what I end up doing. For now, I will raid someone. Who am I raiding? Who is being raided? Who is being raided? Uki! Oh, Claude's also streaming too. I haven't gotten to raid Uki in forever though. Alright, I'm gonna raid Uki. Everyone is playing League? Is Uki playing League too? Oh my god. Well, I guess just pray for them. That's all we can really do. Alright then, I'm raiding Uki. So, oh, Uki's playing Pokemon. Okay, yeah, we'll go to Pokemon. But I mean, you guys will go wherever you want when you... Anyways, so it doesn't matter. Alright, see you guys later. Bye-bye! See everybody! Thank you so much for the fun night, and thank you for all your confessions for submitting. I really appreciate you. I'm sorry if I couldn't get to them today. I will try to do ASAP, ASAP sometime next week. I really gotta plan my days. But okay, bye! 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 You're cool! Carmen, thank you so much for 10 months, and thank you so much for all the remembers, the gifted memberships, and the supas. I really appreciate it, and thank you again for participating if you were able to. If you weren't, please do not worry. The thought is all that counts, and if you really wanted to and you couldn't because maybe you missed the time or whatever, don't worry about that. Please don't take it as any issue at all. Thank you so much for wanting to. Thank you for being a part of the community. Thank you for being in the stream and listening. Thank you. It means a lot. This was a lot of fun, and I'm glad we're able to do it in 3D. I hope we can do a lot more stuff with 3D. I'm really sorry if you like my other outfits because I've been using my 3D a lot. I hope you understand. So, thank you so much. JD, thank you so much for the super. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for watching. Oh my gosh, and Kim, thank you for 15 months of membership. Otsu. All right, I'll see you guys on my next stream. Hopefully that is tomorrow. All right, see you guys later. Bye-bye. Oh, and don't forget, you're cool. Oh, whoa.